We gotta keep that same energy. We gotta keep that same energy. Man, this has been a crazy, crazy week. And I'm gonna tell you what's funny. I'm gonna tell you what's funny. All the Canelo Alvarez haters are in absolute hell. They're not in purgatory. They're not in heaven. They're in absolute hell. I remember, and I know Ashy Knuckles. I know Ashley, you haven't commented yet, but I know you're somewhere lurking. Ashley Knuckles, I need you to get on the live stream today. I need you to get on the live stream today because Ashley Knuckles said it was a duck yesterday. Said Canelo was ducking Bud. He was talking all this trash. So I want you to eat those words. Too many Canelo Alvarez haters was in the chat yesterday talking about it was a duck, it was a duck, it was a duck. Fuck that. I want you to stand 10 toes on what you said. Don't try to backpedal now. Canelo Alvarez signs a lucrative, the most lucrative four-fight deal in the history of boxing, and these haters have nothing else to say. Canelo Alvarez surprised us yet again. Surprised us yet again. He's going to end a lot of narratives, like that David Benavidez ducking. How is he ducking Benavidez and he's fighting a better fighter? It doesn't make any sense. Bivol's a better fighter than Benavidez. And if you don't believe Bivol's better than David, then you need to take his nuts out of your mouth. But we're going to get to the chat. We're going to get everybody on live stream. We're going to get it today because there's a lot of Canelo Alvarez haters that need to be straightened out, period. My brother Antonio Garcia says, ashy elbows in hell. Oh, I know ashy elbows in hell. I know he might be even scared to click the link today. Because if I was ashy elbows, I'd be scared to click the link today. I'd be afraid to click the link today. Because you got to look like some kind of idiot for calling Canelo Alvarez a ducker and a coward and all this. And now all of a sudden, he signed his four-fight deal. The fight's on. Now you look like a complete and utter dumbass. Don't jump to conclusions. Don't say Canelo's ducking somebody with zero evidence. This is what I'm talking about. These guys just are anti-Canelo. Anti-Canelo makes no sense to me. No sense. No sense. But look, let's keep it going. My brother Edgar Moreno, he said, what did I say last night? Only believe Canelo. And that's absolutely right. Edgar said, hey, I understand all these rumors. He said it. He said, I understand all these rumors, but I only believe what Canelo say. We're going to have Edgar on the show today to body bag the whole world. Look, I'm telling you, this is going to be interesting. Cosmic Simp Ranger 123. Ashy ass cheeks in the shower crying with his Benavidez scented soap. It smells just like Benavidez nuts. On the box, it reads a taste of home. Oh, man. Ashy Knuckles, do not run from this smoke. My brother in the building from another mother, Jesse Cuevas. Jesse Cuevas, salute to you. My brother Jigglypuff Tough, salute to you. I need you guys on the panel because Jigglypuff Tough always has some good content. Salute to Jesse Cuevas. We would love to hear your voice. Monte Carlo, salute to you, family. And look, we about to start getting into it. Let me get this link dropped so we can start it. And then we're supposed to have some special guests, hopefully, for a couple of debates on this topic. Anybody standing on the side of Canelo's ducking Benavidez look real stupid now. Canelo Alvarez has a fourth fight on the deal, a fourth fight that's not named, that could be David Benavidez. But regardless of that spot, Canelo Alvarez is fighting a better opponent in Dimitri Bivol if he should win. So my thing is, Bivol's better than David. That's all I'm saying. So, like, people can make their debates or whatever, but Canelo's showing us who's that guy. David Benavidez also called out Canelo Alvarez today. I'm going to get into that. Carlos J., he says, four-fight deal, Canelo always leading the sport of boxing. Absolutely. David Benavidez called out Canelo today. Let me read you what he said. David Benavidez came out, called out Canelo, and he said some more weird shit. He said, imagine if Canelo would just agree to fight me already. It's not about the money. It's about the sport and what it needs right now. We owe it to the fans. Without a doubt, it would go down as the best Mexican shootout in history. Let's give the fans what they deserve. We 300% confident on this side. but I can't say the same for the other side. So wait a minute. Canelo already has a fight for May and September, and you're talking about calling out Canelo. Shouldn't you be calling out Artur Beterbiev Bivol winner? What's with this guy? And the Canelo's fight right there to be made. Just go beat one of those guys. See, this guy not making sense to me. But we're going to get all of that right. We're going to correct all of this. And Benavidez, you're not 100% Mexican. Just for the record. Just for the record. There's too many of these meat lovers pizzas out here being delivered by Domino's, Pizza Hut, Little Caesars, Pizza Patron, everything. We finna get to it. My brother B. Ross in the building. He said, yo, Nuke, I'm assuming you seen that goofy-ass post that David Benavidez put about Canelo. I don't understand why. Why can't this man keep Canelo's name out of his mouth? And the funny thing about it is David said he was done chasing the Canelo fight. He said he was done asking for the fight. But for some reason, he can't stop talking about Canelo. Canelo already has the next 2 fights set. He's about to fight 2 different guys. And yet this man is still talking about Canelo. David, I thought you were focused on legacy. I thought you were focused on Bivol Beterbiev winner. I thought you were going to be in Saudi for the, Beterbiev Bivol fight. Ringside. Don't chicken out of that. Don't chicken out of that. I want to see you locate your nuts and step up and take that fight. Say this is when it crosses into clout chasing. Then you want to lie and say it ain't about money. We all know it's about money, or you would have activated your mandatory. These are just fact after fact after fact. My brother Domo says begging right after the announcement, master clout chaser. He see the bag that Canelo's getting. He see the money right there. He's jealous as fuck. He wish he was balling like that. That's why he's upset. That's why he's in his feelings. Oh, and we need Eduardo Tamayo Blouse. Where are you? We need you on this live stream as well. I'm going to let my brother Edgar Moreno take it away because he said he told you all yesterday about what was going to happen.
What up, dude? What up? What up? Glad to be on again, like always. Like I said, bro, when we were talking, you only believe it when it comes out of the horse's mouth. And like, yeah, we went back and forth. Mike Coppinger has a history of just running his fucking mouth, saying this and that. And he's on the ESPN payroll. So he was always going to try to make, try to either throw shade on Canelo's name or jump to conclusions, fucking talk up Bud, talk up anyone that was on the top rank side over Canelo because Canelo wasn't on that side of the street.
That's absolutely facts. And why do you think that David Benavidez is calling out Canelo immediately after this 4-fight announcement? The whole world's looking at Canelo. Everybody's paying attention to Canelo. Do you believe it's a clout chase that he calls him out right after Canelo makes this massive announcement and everybody watching it, Canelo?
No, because I said it before. I said it before. I said
that fame.
No, I said it before. Well, you can go back into your lives. You can go back into your comments. He only runs his mouth because he wants the payday. That's what they all want. And like I said before on those lives, yeah, you can get a payday, but you need to be freaking. You need to realize what your worth is. You can't go there and be like, oh, I want $50 million. Well, bro, I can't. We're only gonna make 80 or 100. I'm not gonna do a 50-50 split with you. Like you're not worth that much money. I'll give you 5, but you can't run your mouth and expect me to give you half of the pie when you don't bring anything to the table. And it's just a clout.
I got another question for you, Edgar, because this is the Spotlight with Edgar. We're gonna start our own segment on the IBFP with the Spotlight with Edgar. Edgar, I got another question for you. What's taking so long with the David Benavidez Morrell pay-per-view buy numbers? With Canelo, with Bud, with everybody else, the numbers come quicker. Where's the numbers for this guy? Are they scared to release them?
It has to be. That's the only explanation. Because if you went out there and you you fucking went out on a Friday night and you grabbed fucking 10 girls' numbers, or you went home with 2 of them, you're gonna tell everyone the next day. But if you went fucking out and you struck out, you fucking had to go play with your hands that night, you ain't telling nobody.
Oh man, you had to go slaughter something disgusting that night that you're ashamed of. You're like, look, I ain't finna tell nobody about this. I'm gonna just move on.
That's right. But yeah, man, I mean, like I said before, David's just running his mouth to hopefully land the fight to, get the most money he's ever fought for in his life. And I kind of get that angle, but you also have to earn your stripes, man. You can't just fucking, run to the front of the line and get paid.
Now I got another one. Why would somebody leave a comment like this? IBFP is pissed the fight is back on. Why would I be mad the fight is back on? I don't understand that.
Nah, bro, they just keep flip flopping. They just want to throw again. They just want to play the blame game, the finger, whatever game. Like, oh, he said this, oh, now he said that. No, they're just mad because now all of a sudden they're realizing who like, I guess maybe now they're realizing who the face of boxing is and who really runs shit. And then the inevitable is going to happen. If that fight happens, we all know what's going to happen. Either he's going to get put to sleep or he's going to have his track shoes on and run all night.
And look, and make no mistake, I want every fight on the deal. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the Crawford fight. If he fights Charlo next, I'm looking forward to that. If he fights Bivol after, I'm looking forward to that. And if he fights Benavidez after, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to any and every fight. I see everybody backstage, Supreme, Sleepy, the Big Boss, Raider, Round One, Carlos, Untouchable, One Flyboy. I'm letting everybody on the panel, no worries. I'm going to get to you. Just 1 second. I just want to get through these comments first. The People's Eyebrow says the walls are closing in on David, not Canelo. I think what he's saying here, Edgar, is that David is the one that's going to have to prove he's elite. Canelo's already proved he's elite. David's going to have to prove himself. There's no more 11 fighters he can fight. There's no more Caleb Plants with no power he can fight. He's going to have to fight an elite guy coming up soon.
Well, I mean, that would be the correct thing to do, but he's with PBC and they have a track record of fucking having their guys fight janitors and paleteros. So
do you think the public will give him a pass if he doesn't fight the winner of Undisputed next and that fight's on the table?
Well, not us, not real boxing fans, and not real people that actually enjoy his fanboys, right? His fan base and whatever he's built up on his side of the street. They will, like the guys that come on here, Ashy Knuckles, fucking Blouse, whatever the fuck they're Flame On, all those guys, they're gonna still be on that side of the street. They're gonna be like, oh, well, blah 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 blah, saying the same rhetoric, saying the same thing, claiming the same shit. After months and years of us telling them facts and logical scenarios.
And let me guess, they'll blame Canelo for it.
Oh yeah, of course. They're gonna be like, well, he's the A side. He's the one that's choosing what this and that. But like, well, yeah, he earned the A side. But that's all you can say. Like, and it was as simple as saying, I want to enforce my mandatory. That's how simple it was.
And that's it can't get simpler than that. And anybody still arguing that's a duck, you really need to zip up David Benavidez pants, stand up, dust off your knees, and walk out of the room because it's getting disgusting at this point. Maren says, I thought Benavidez was a Las Vegas fighter. I guess they forgot about that, Edgar. Anybody debating Benavidez is being ducked. You forgot he said he's a Las Vegas fighter. He's a Vegas fighter. He don't want to travel. He don't want to go nowhere else. There's also a clip of him on Cigar Talk where he said that he can't work with the Saudis because he's not allowed to. In his contract, it says he can only work directly with the PBC, and they would have to give him permission to go anywhere else.
Well, I mean, him aside, I guess from the PBC standpoint, they would be stupid to like not make that the fourth fight. Because if you're already drowning in debt and you're about to go bankrupt, that's the only fight that could possibly save your company. So you'd have to let him go over to that side.
You're absolutely right.
But like we don't even know, like I said, like I don't believe he's gonna pull the mandatory to fight either Bivol or Benavidez. I don't believe so. Like his only prayer left is that Canelo grants him the fourth fight. That's his only prayer. Because like we were talking before, if Bivol were to win, like it would come down to things that maybe Canelo cannot control. Like if he were to win next week, then it possibly sets up the trilogy with Beterbiev. But also Beterbiev might move to cruiserweight. But that is his choice. No one else's choice. That's Beterbiev's choice if that were to happen. I think it would just delay something if that were to happen, because then Canelo would have to fight like I don't know who on that fourth fight, and then wait for to see, or if Bivol would win the trilogy, then it would set up the fourth fight somewhere along those lines.
And that would be for like Undisputed, I believe.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and then Benavidez will be right there if he hadn't already got washed.
Right.
Pound for pound.
No, I think he's gonna fight a Paletero and play the waiting game.
Oh, I think that's his game plan. I think that's what he
Has
really
to be.
wants. Is the question is, will his fans let him get away with it without saying somehow it's Canelo's fault? And
No, they're not. Well, they will. But like the boxing world, may like us and true boxing fans, not guys that are on on the PBC payroll or even ESPN, because ESPN is backing David Benavidez like no tomorrow. They're not gonna bring that up. They're gonna be like, oh well, yeah, he's still gonna chase that Canelo fight. He's still waiting for greatness, but he's fighting nobodies.
yeah. Pound for Pound says, "What up, new Canelo's team out here playing 4D chess using Jake Paul as leverage, and the one, the only Supreme team in the building, Supreme. Canelo played the entire world and signed this 4-fight deal, my brother.
Played everybody. I'm telling you. Then I'll tell y'all he was trolling a long time ago.
You did.
Huh? I told y'all he was trolling. He just got a different way of trolling. That's it. He got a different way of trolling to get what he want. Now he got it. Now we're gonna see which is the Fantastic Four he's gonna fight.
That's it. And Preem, what about all the people that said he was ducking yesterday? Then the announcement came out and they're nowhere to be found.
Bro, how is he ducking? First of all, how can you duck Crawford, number one? There's no way he could duck Crawford if he's 168 and Crawford is over there where he's at. You know what I'm saying? He's not ducking nobody. Everybody got to get off that, man. You know what I'm saying? And I think Benavidez, you better step up now, because I think you're part of this Fantastic Four that's going to get slayed.
Hey, what up, Supreme? What up, bro?
What's up, Pop?
And just to check, like piggyback on the Jake Paul comment from Pound for Pound. Ain't it funny? Like yesterday, after we went off, all of a sudden ESPN puts up, like, oh, the Canelo Jake Paul fight is on, and then all of a sudden today it's another story. So I don't know why. I don't know why ESPN loves to jump into conclusions.
Because that's who they are, man. That's the top rank, man. They stay doing that. They've been doing that since they started ESPN. Aspen, as I call it. They've been doing that since they started. Everything. They jump the gun. They jump the guns. They do that all the time. Look how fast everybody like, oh man, the Jake Paul. I mean, I would be more than happy to see him starch Jake Paul and get him out of here. You know what I'm saying? I'll be really happy for that. But right now, Saudi stepped in. He was like, the Sheik was like, yo, hold up. This is what you need. All right, I'm going to give you what you need. But it got to be a 4-fight deal on this for you to get that bag that you want.
All right? How much money you guys think he's getting paid? I'm gonna say it's over 5.
Enough to stop the Jake Paul fight, because let's be honest, he would have made mad bread with Jake Paul too. Because Jake Paul's not like this, boxing superstar, but he got mad people. You're gonna have people that don't even know boxing gonna watch it just because Jake Paul is fighting Canelo. You know what I mean?
I mean, what do you think? What do you think the 4-fight deal is worth? $500 million?
I'm gonna say. I mean, what was he looking for the last time? What was his pay he wanted? He wanted 150, 200 just to fight one person, right?
Yeah.
Just to fight one person, right? So
right.
if it's four, let me see, Fantastic Four. I would start it off maybe with a Charlo, probably about that 400 million. But I would say about Charlo, William Skull. Let's say who else did I say? Benavidez, and who else?
Crawford.
And Bebo.
Oh, Bebo, yeah.
Crawford got to fight him though. Yeah. So maybe he's part of the Fantastic Four there. You know what I'm saying?
We got another guest on the panel. Let me read this before I get to him. This is Carlos Rios. He says, the Jake Paul troll got me laughing so hard. I told you all, until Canelo confirms it, same as Edgar, same as Supreme, I won't believe it. Canelo's playing chess while these guys are playing checkers. Gail Martinez says, where's Southpaw's mama? I don't know, somewhere hiding.
She over here cooking in my kitchen.
My brother says, I can't wait to see Canelo send El Pollo Loco Charlo into retirement. It's time to end narratives. It's time to keep the same energy. The one, the only Ashy Knuckles is on the panel. What's up, Ashy Knuckles?
What's good, people? Preem, what's good?
Ash, what up?
What's good, man?
Now, Ashy, we got to keep the same energy. So I want to check your temperature real quick. Yesterday you got on this panel and you said that Canelo was ducking. and you just had a lot of slanderous accusations about the Jake Paul fight. Like you were real
Oh,
pissed off yesterday.
I wasn't going off on no Jake Paul. I don't even care about that fight. That's something Canelo got to handle. I don't got nothing to do with that. Only thing I
Did
know
you call?
is
Hold on. Let's separate it here. Did you call Canelo a duck? Yes or no? Yesterday.
yes, I did.
Okay. What's your response now, seeing the 4-fight deal? Did anything change for you after you saw this deal?
No, on the strength, and the reason why it didn't change for me is because I don't see if he is going to fight Benavidez, it ain't going to be into 2026, which is what 2 years from another year from now at the end of 26. So, like, what is we really talking about? If he really wanted to fight David Benavidez, he would have put him on that list first, not first, but at least the third fight instead of maybe. It's a maybe. Benavidez name is not even on the list. Eubanks, dude who knocked out Munguia, uh, and a bunch of other bums. So besides Bud,
Wait 1 second. One second. Before we get to anything, the first thing I got to say is there an open slot on this deal?
yeah, but it don't mean Benavidez is
hold
on it.
Hold on. Actually, I'm just asking a few questions.
Yeah,
so
there's
there's
only
an open slot. Hold on. There's an open slot on this deal, and that's for the 4th fight. Not only is there an open slot, as we all know, we also know that David Benavidez is supposed to have a fight against the winner of Undisputed next. Is that correct?
Yeah, but y'all opinion.
So if hold on 1 second. So if Canelo already has fights and David has a fight lined up,
yeah,
what are you talking about? It don't make sense.
The fight will be lined up after the 22nd, right? The winner, if Benavidez win, then that means he got him next, right?
No, we don't know what happens next if Benavidez wins
Yeah,
or
because
Bivol wins. Hold on. I want to make it abundantly clear. We don't know if it'll go into a trilogy because even no matter who wins, the Turk has said he's inviting David out there. David said he's going to go.
Yeah, Benavidez win. I don't see it being a trilogy.
And the Turk has not put a stipulation on what can happen next.
Yes, if Benavidez win, I don't see it being a trilogy. I see him. I expect David Benavidez and Benavidez after that.
Okay, so I wouldn't understand why you're worried about Canelo.
I'm not worried about it.
To have a fight coming up next.
I'm not worried about it. I said only thing I know is my man is not on the list until the end of 26, and that's a possibility. It's not even a guarantee.
I thought you'd be happy about that he'd have a chance at some point.
I'm not happy.
Following year.
I'm not happy because if he just say for instance he win against Benavidez, not saying he's gonna beat him, but if he wins, that would mean he would be undisputed, right?
Yeah, he would be undisputed.
And that would mean an undisputed champion would have to wait all the way until the end of 26, which there's a couple of fighters that's not even undisputed that will go before him. So I don't see in that fight will probably be more than Eubanks or dude who knocked out Munguia or any one of those dudes. So I don't see what's the holdup. Like why he got to wait all the way to the end of 26.
Wait a minute. So you're saying if David Benavidez wins the undisputed at the end of this year, let's say David Benavidez somehow pulls that off.
Right.
Canelo Alvarez, David Benavidez would be a massive fight for next year.
Yeah,
Canelo Alvarez, hold on. He would be a massive fight for next year. Arguably, David Benavidez and Canelo, if Benavidez is successful, could fight in February of 2026.
I don't see it.
I'm sure you don't. But did you talk? Hold on. But before we get into that, we got some other guests on the panel I want to get to. But I just want to know, did you call Canelo a duck yesterday at all for ducking Terrence Crawford?
No, ducking Terrence Crawford.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he wasn't going to fight him, but the fight is obviously his own. So there's no.
So would you like to just say you would like to issue a retraction for overstepping and calling Canelo a duck without any
everybody
proof or
was
evidence?
Overstepping. I wasn't the only one overstepping. Everybody.
I'm not saying you weren't the only one. This is how I have to tell my kids. It's not about somebody else. We're talking about you. Take accountability for your actions.
I already told you I said that.
Would you like to retract your statement?
I already told you like 3 times I said that. So
okay, so you're retracting your statement on that duck, right?
If he's going to fight him, of course it's not a duck. Like,
okay,
what is your proof?
That's all we needed. We just need the clarity because so many times people run their mouth and call somebody a duck, and it don't make any sense.
I can't speak for everybody. I only can speak for me.
And the other thing is, when you talk about all Canelo's potential opponents, Bivol is on that list of potential opponents, and he's definitely not a bum. Salute to Antonio Garcia for pointing that out. It's just funny that he will become a bum if he's on Canelo's list, but if he's not, he's an elite fighter. I find that interesting. Domo says, please address why David Benavidez and his fans keep forgetting a third Bivol better be a fight when it should be on him to prevent it. Pattern of not enforcing the mandos. So if he enforces mandatory, there won't be a third fight. David would have to get his right away if for any reason there would be talk of a trilogy. So you would expect David to want to enforce his mandatory above everything. He's about legacy and not money.
If he's
because,
next,
hold on. David released a statement today saying he's all about legacy and not money. You need to show me you're about legacy because legacy enforces mandos. Legacy enforces mandos. That's what legacy does because you're trying to get that belt at all costs. You need that accolade at all costs. You need that fight. You need that work. You need that smoke. You're not just talking about it. You're being about it. But anyway, let me get to everybody else on the panel. Hold on, Ashley. I'm going to get right back to you. One Fly Boy, welcome to the IBFP. What's good with you, my brother?
What's up, man? It's been a long time.
Been a long time, man. Who you got in the Super Bowl?
You know we got the Eagles, man.
I'm going to ride with you on that. I think me and you can finally agree to disagree. We can agree on one thing. How about that?
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. Carlos, my brother, what's good with you, my brother?
Salute to everyone in the panel, man. I'm happy.
I know, Carlos. I know from the last time we talked. I know you're ecstatic because you just heard that 4-fight deal. That's fantastic.
Yeah, man. Boxing ain't the same when Canelo's not in the mix. We don't care about no Tank. We don't care about no Benavidez Morel. When Canelo's in the mix, man, it's like that poster behind Supreme, like Godzilla destroying everybody.
That's right. That's right.
Can I answer your question now?
I'm gonna get to Clavo and welcome my brother from another mother, Clavo, in the building. Salute, Clavo. Talk to me, my brother. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm just here, man. What's up to everybody on the panel? One Fly Boy, I respect you, bro. I put that invitation on Twitter, and Sleepy ain't in here, but you in here, man. So we can get this debate. We can get this debate going here, man. Once everybody gets done speaking their piece.
All right, cool.
Cool. Ashley, go ahead and answer whatever you need to answer, and then we'll start the debate with One Fly Boy, Clavo, and then we're gonna have Edgar, Supreme, Carlos, and myself weigh in on it.
I'm gonna answer the question that you asked me.
Yeah, go for it.
When you win the intern belt, the intern belt, what is the purpose of that? That's the purpose of winning that makes you the next in line for the fight, right?
Not necessarily. It's supposed to help you get towards the fight, but it's not necessarily. There's a lot of guys with interim belts that don't get the fight.
And why they don't get
right away, and other guys get it before them. You know, sanctioning bodies are not straight up that way.
Okay, then. So would that be David Benavidez for?
No, nobody's blaming David for anything about an interim belt. So he's a mandatory right now.
So the point I'm trying to make is he shouldn't have to go through all that. He's not
going through anything. He's been invited to Saudi. Have you been paying attention? He's invited to Saudi. He can enforce his mandatory, and no one can stop it next.
Which means when you force your mandatory, that means you taking your sanctioning body to court, right? When you do that, right?
You're not taking anybody to court. You're telling them to enforce the mandatory. Clavo, can you explain it to this guy, please?
Bro, the thing is, I think he thinks every time somebody's got to enforce the mandatory, there's got to be a court, there's got to be a judge, there's got to be lawyers. No, bro. The only time that's involved is if the fucking sanctioning body makes a promise and they don't keep it. So yes, the fighter can take the sanctioning body to court for not honoring a promise or something that was agreed per contract. So no, with this is just a petition that needs to be submitted to the sanctioning body. That's all that is. There is no court unless the sanctioning body is basically breaching contract.
Okay, I appreciate the information, but the reason why I said that was because before you came on, Clavo, he made a statement that after Benavidez fight Bivol, it's a possibility that he could go to cruiserweight. So the point I'm trying to make is, if he decided to go to cruiserweight, Benavidez can't stop that. That's his choice. Especially if he win, he can't force the man to stay at 175. So he got to go with whatever, because obviously he's going to be side in that fight. Am I right?
More than likely, yeah. I mean, so are we talking about Bivol going to cruiserweight or better
first off, there's
no better be. My bad. Better be.
We're taking everything at face value, and face value is Beterbiev is desperate for a massive payday. There's nobody at cruiserweight where he's going to get the payday he would get for fighting, David Benavidez or Canelo Alvarez at 175 for undisputed. So that's where the paydays are. He just called out Jake Paul a few months ago. So obviously Archie Beterbiev will be there for that. And that's
Okay,
why
well
Turkey
then,
Al-Sheikh is inviting. I don't think Turkey Al-Sheikh would invite him to the fight if it wasn't a possibility for David to fight the winner of the fight. Do you agree with that?
yes, I agree, and I don't think David would go if he didn't have intentions of fight.
Okay,
I
then.
don't see him
So
going just to be
that
going.
should be David's first, second, and third concern is the winner of this fight and him making sure that he's prepared.
Well, we got to wait till that fight is over before we know anything. We can't assume and make assumptions that David Benavidez ain't gonna want to fight him. So until Bivol win or Better Bid win, that's when we'll find out what's gonna happen.
We will
Hey,
find
Nuke.
out. What were you saying, Edgar?
Hey, Nuke. But wait. As far as we know, David has only been invited. We don't know if he's gonna. We don't really know if he's gonna go. So if he doesn't go, what does that tell you?
Yeah. I mean, well, David, his father said that they were talking to Turkey Al-Sheikh. David even said this in an interview. They were talking to Turkey Al-Sheikh about going over there to be ringside for the fight. So it appears that they're interested, but I just don't want any excuses when we get down to the time. And I
Nope.
promise you, I give David all the credit for stepping in there with no matter who wins, if he steps in. I'm still very skeptical of David. I just don't know if he got them kind of nuts to fight one of those guys. I think he's a talker. I haven't seen him do it. He needs to show me he's going to do it. He don't have the resume to show me that he's that kind of guy that let his nuts hang. Not to
He
me.
don't got the kind of resume. He sound
And
crazy.
I mean, Caleb Plant after he been knocked out, 11 fight Morrell. Yeah, no, he don't have that kind of resume.
Well, who he got to beat?
Hold on, Ashley. We're gonna get right back to you. It looks like Wawa Wee Wee Wah says I seen.
What the fuck?
I know. He says I seen Ashy Knuckles punching air earlier today by the lotion aisle.
Oh
Nah,
man,
that's fucked
Oh,
up.
man.
man,
Wah, wah, wee, wah. What? How you say that, man?
I have no
it's
idea.
Wawa Wee Wah.
That's interesting.
Now, let me first start off. Let me start off. Hold on. Antonio Garcia said, "Is it a duck if Benavidez fights Jake Paul? Is that a duck, Ashy Knuckles?"
Is it a duck? He ain't fighting no fucking Jake Paul.
No, it's just a question.
Is it a
It'd be a
duck?
duck if he
No,
took Paul next.
no, because y'all didn't consider the duck when it's a payday. It was a payday for
Yeah.
Canelo. Why it's not a payday for Benavidez?
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'll leave you alone on that. And one fly boy, what's your issue with David Benavidez Canelo that you feel like? Do you feel like there's a duck happening right there right now, or what's going on with that?
Yeah, so I feel like it's a duck, and I'll tell you why. I would hate to call Canelo a duck because of all he's done, but after Triple G, he went on a legendary chair with going undisputed, right? And then he ran into Bivol and lost. After the Bivol fight, is like he can do what he want, right? To a certain extent. It's like 4 or 5 fights now where he's been doing what he want. The biggest fight in boxing is David Benavidez. Why are you not making that fight? Everybody want to see that fight. Why? The biggest fight in boxing, you don't want to make. Why?
Clavo, what's your retort to that?
Well, nah. Actually, the debate was different. This actually sparked up from that one soundbite I did from the debate where we were talking about David Benavidez ducking 2 cycles of champions, and he doesn't think one flyboy doesn't think that those are not considered ducks, which I would think that yes, those are considered ducks, and he's saying that just because nobody was calling out David is not a duck. So that's where I'm going. That's the whole initiation of this debate
I
right
see.
here.
I see. Is that true, one flyboy? Do you believe that David Benavidez never ducked any champions before Canelo came into the division?
No, I don't. I say that again. He never ducked any. Oh no, yeah, I don't believe he ducked any champ. Like what champion called him out and he said no?
Okay, and do you believe David? And this just for clarification, do you believe David ever ducked anybody?
No, I wouldn't say he ducked anybody. No.
Okay,
Oh
so
man.
David Benavidez
So
never ducked anybody
who.
his whole career.
Hold on, tell me who, and then we can talk about it.
No,
Okay.
I'm just asking. I just want to get this on record first. So you're saying
Okay.
David ain't never ducked nobody, right?
No, I haven't seen him duck nobody. No.
Okay.
All
Clavo,
right.
you're
Okay. Well, hold on, man. Well, you're saying that it's based off of being called out. That's really not true because what does David say after his fights when he wins? I want to prove that I'm the best. I'm the best fighter. That he's basically trying to go for legacy. So which is the best way to represent that?
So tell me who he ducked. Tell me who he ducked,
Bro,
and then we
okay,
can get into it.
bro. I'm gonna repeat the whole list of names: James DeGale, George Groves, Zulo Ramirez, Jose Uzguteki, Colin Smith. They all became champions, bro. These are whenever you're in the division, it's all about the titles. The titles represented by championship belts serves as a way to officially designate the best fighter in a specific weight class, signifying their dominance within that division and allowing basically to be considered the champion. The ultimate goal is being unified with all major titles within each weight class, which is defeating the champions from every sanctioning body. So with you doing that, that means that you are basically trying to dominate that division. So yes, you ducked those champions. You were almost a whole decade not fighting none of these guys. And also, what about when he was made Mando for Arthur Beterbiev after he got
Okay.
stripped a second time with his WBC? Mauricio Suleiman said that, hey, you got stripped, but guess what? We'll make you the mandatory for Arthur Beterbiev. And he petitioned to be at 168. So you cannot tell me that these are not considered ducks.
Okay. So
Go ahead.
all right. So I got you. So you said all these guys had belts. He ducked all these guys. Did they ever call him out?
Bro, there you go, going to the same
I'm asking.
thing,
No, I'm
bro.
asking the. No, I just want to. I'm ask you a question. Just answer, and then I'll get to my point.
Do they call him out that I
Caleb
know of?
Plant did
No,
it.
they did not.
Hold on.
No, they did
No,
not.
they did not. Okay.
No,
So
no,
how?
I'll put it.
Okay.
Hold on, I'll put on record. I'll put on record. I'll just put on record as an unbiased mediator here is that Caleb Plant did call for a unification with David Benavidez, in which David Benavidez was okay with delaying the unification.
So that's a fact.
That
That's
is
a
a
fact.
fact. There's
Okay,
boxing scene
that
articles
would
we can
be
pull up and
yeah,
drop
that
in
would
the
be
chat.
yeah. That I'm gonna take your word for it. And
Okay.
see, I'm not aware to that, but that would be a duck. But he just ran off a bunch of names, right? He ran off a bunch of names, and he said since David Benavidez didn't fight them, he ducked them. So how is he a duck and they're not a duck because he didn't call them out and they didn't call him out. So why does he automatically get the tag of ducking them?
Bro, why are you putting a stipulation on having to be called out? If
No,
you
you said
want to
he
be the
ducked. You
best,
said he ducked.
no.
No, you said
If
he
you
ducked
if
him.
it is the
You said
duck,
he
bro.
did.
If you're trying to
But
be the
how
best, like you say you're trying to be
did
the best,
it?
you're supposed to go for the other belts. Why only settle for the WBC? Why not go for the WBA, WBO, IBF? Why not go for those? How come only when the belts all go to Canelo, oh, now you want to go undisputed?
So let me ask you this question: if you trying to,
Mm.
because Canelo always wanted to be the best. Yes,
That's
right.
what he's
Let's
done.
say yes. Let's say yes. So did he fight
Yeah, there you
every
go.
champion in every division he went to?
No, he did not. No, he did not.
So does that mean he ducked everybody in that division that was champions?
No.
Was
Exactly. So
Canelo
how can you
was
just
Canelo?
put that? Yeah. No. Yes. That's what I'm saying. How are you going to say David Benavidez ducked these guys when he didn't call them out and they didn't call him out? A duck is when somebody openly calls you out and you turn the fight down.
Bro,
That's a duck.
you're making an excuse. I mean, did Canelo call out Colin Smith?
Man.
There's
Hey
no
man, hey bro, you gotta
Saunders?
understand, man. They're gonna move the goalposts on you every time, man. So you can sit here and argue from now to all the spit in your mouth is dry, and that's just what it is.
Bro, you cutting out.
Hello, can you hear me?
One fly,
Can
you
you hear me?
cutting out.
Okay, can you hear me?
Bro,
Electric
you
stolen.
Nah,
Can you
man,
hear
that
me?
the Starbucks Wi-Fi is not working.
Fuck, man.
I'm pretty sure Caleb Smith called him out too
Can you
after
hear
he
me?
won the Super Series.
Can you hear me?
there you
Yeah,
go.
we got
No?
you. We
Yeah,
got you.
yeah,
Now we can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah. We're good.
Go,
You
yes.
go
good?
ahead and go. Whatever you said, we
Okay,
couldn't hear
yeah.
it.
So, all right. So what I was saying was, what's your definition of a duck? Explain so I can get understanding what a duck is to you. Because if you say that David Benavidez ducked all these guys, then every boxer that didn't unify the division ducked the champions when they had a belt at one time. By that logic.
Well, my definition of a duck is a fucking bird that's on the pond. But when we talking about boxing,
So
and you want to claim
everybody
that,
is a duck.
and you want to claim that you are the best, and you want to go for the best fighters, then you're not doing it by going for them. What do you call that? I mean, it's gonna
What
be a
title?
Duck. Now,
Huh.
bro, you cutting out
What
again? What?
What fighter wouldn't? What fighter doesn't consider himself the best? That's at the top of their game.
I mean, every fighter, bro. The goal is everybody to get a world champion. I think that's the main. That's the ultimate goal. Is to
Yes.
go for these titles. Is that not true? Every
True.
boxer that gets every boxer that leaves the amateurs, what is it? What is their goal? To become a world champion, to get that
So,
prestige. Go ahead.
so like I
Absolutely.
said, by
Absolutely.
your logic, hold on. By your logic, if you are a champion and you don't fight every champion in your weight class, you duck them if you leave it.
Well, he didn't. We're talking about a whole decade. A whole
Okay.
decade, almost
Okay.
at
I
168.
think the
There's
question. I
only
think
there's
the
only
question
7.
that should be asked is, why didn't David Benavidez choose to look to unify when he was a champion?
Yeah.
Punch drunk broke this shit all down to y'all last night, and y'all was quiet like a little bunch of little kids listening to your kindergarten teacher. But when we say the same thing, it's no this, no that. But y'all was quiet as shit when he told y'all. And I'm gonna
First
tell
of
you
all,
Bro,
what
what
he
the
told
bro?
y'all.
He didn't, bro. You fucking confused, bro.
Nah, you confused because he told y'all
Bro,
he was like,
Hold on. I'm gonna have to put you. I'm gonna have to put Ashley Knuckles on a mute real quick so we can let this all the way up. Punch Drunk is a guest who came into the house. We're gonna show respect. We're not gonna enter no debate with Punch Drunk because he comes on here and gives a different opinion. So as far as you talking about quiet, wasn't nobody challenging to no debate yesterday. Clubber, was there a debate challenge yesterday with Punch Drunk boxing?
there was no debate. I mean, I spoke my piece on what I felt about David Benavidez and how he's been vibing the whole time. But I mean, he really didn't fucking challenge me to a debate.
He didn't challenge
I
anybody.
spoke my piece. But the thing is that Punch Drunk actually speaks and makes more sense than this idiot that just wants to come in and talk about, oh, he quiet us down, bro. Be quiet, bro. You
There
don't know
wasn't
what the
no
fuck you
debate.
talking
We were
about.
just asking questions
It
You
was
asked
and
just
just
Canelo.
listening.
questions, getting his viewpoints on things. A
Can,
debate
can
is
we move?
us
And he
having a response and disagreement.
Yeah.
and he
Completely
believes
different.
that
Ashley
Canelo
Knuckles.
will
Ashley
beat.
Knuckles is trying to make it be something that it wasn't.
Right, and Punch
He
believes
has.
Canelo's gonna beat Benavidez.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Punch been
But
on here before.
he asked another question though about the Benavidez mandatory at 175, right? Can
Yep.
I answer that?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. So listen. Listen. Undisputed, right?
You
Bro, you
breaking
breaking
up.
up again, bro.
Breaking up.
You getting
What the
electrocuted right
fuck?
now,
Sounded
man.
like fucking Optimus Prime.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
good. You
Okay.
now,
good.
now.
No, no. Can you hear me
Yeah,
now?
you good. You good.
All right. So Canelo was undisputed at the time, right?
Correct.
He was at 168, right? David Benavidez, right?
He was at 168 during the time David Benavidez was at the weight. Yes.
Yeah. When they offered him the 175, why would he go up to 175 when the face of boxing that can change his life and change the way boxing is going is at 168? Why would he do that?
You're absolutely right.
You tell
He's
us.
100. No. I got no. Wait a minute, Edgar. I'm on one fly boy's side. He's absolutely right. It would be crazy to go up, and I'm sorry, Clive, I have to do this to you, but I'm gonna take one fly boy's side on this. David why would he go up to 175 and fight better be when Canelo's there, undisputed, face of boxing? All David has to do is activate his mandatory, and he's gonna fight for greatness. Why go up and fight better be? Did he activate that mandatory at 68, by the way?
Did he? No, he didn't. But he
Well, he
didn't. Hold
just
on.
got stripped of. Wait a minute.
When he was offered that, he wasn't offered the activation of Canelo at the time. He was waiting to see
Exactly.
Canelo
He
fight.
didn't even have a way to activate no mandatory. He got stripped completely to WBC.
He didn't
He didn't
have it.
have
No,
he
but
didn't
what
have the
I'm saying is he
WBC.
did not know. But he knew everybody. He knew that was the fight everybody wanted, and he was right there. Like, who else was Canelo going to fight? But like nobody expected Canelo to not fight the guy. So I would not go up to 175 and fight a tougher fight between Beterbiev and Beterbiev he wasn't undisputed at the time either.
He was unified.
Yeah, he wasn't even he wasn't undisputed at the time.
Canelo wasn't undisputed at the time either. Canelo wasn't undisputed yet.
Who?
Was Canelo undisputed at the time?
Yes.
No,
No, he
no, he
wasn't.
still has to
No,
fight
you
Plant.
guys.
Plant was the last fight. That was after the Plant fight.
So he was.
Yeah,
So he wasn't undisputed yet.
Yes, he was.
Whenever he got stripped by the belt, whenever he got stripped the second time with the WBC,
Who got stripped?
when David Benavidez got stripped to the WBC the second time, After he fought Darrell,
Go sandwich.
Canelo wasn't undisputed yet.
So Canelo, okay, let me ask you this question: Did the mandatory come down before the plant fight or after the plant fight? Somebody who knows. Somebody who knows.
Oh,
It
what's the
came
question?
down.
What's the
It
question,
came down.
Fly
It came down after the plant fight.
It came down after, so that means he was undisputed, right?
Yeah.
Are you
yeah,
that's
so,
sure?
it was
so what
before.
I'm saying to you, go up to 175 and fight a tough fight and better be, and you're still not undisputed, or fight Canelo, or try to get the fight with Canelo that's undisputed, and you're gonna be the face of boxing, or you would have beat the face of boxing and a shitload of money more than what better be. That don't even make sense to do that.
But
But
how are you gonna?
that only makes it, that argument only works if you're activating your mandatory, right?
No,
But he
because
didn't have the
listen.
WBC interim belt though.
No, you know why it doesn't make sense? You don't have to activate no mandatory because
Why's that?
Canelo picks who he want to fight. If the
I know,
biggest
but
fight,
but I do have a question for you, Fly. So yes, we understand Canelo gets to pick who he wants to fight, but David Benavidez said in an interview that he's going to force Canelo to fight him, and he's going to stay there until Canelo does, and he's going to follow through with his mandatory. But then he took multiple extensions when the time came and decided not to activate it. What do you think changed in his mind that he didn't do that? Because if Canelo wouldn't have tried to fight him, then Canelo would have got stripped and David would have got the belt. But we don't even know. Maybe the fight would have happened. We'll never know because David never followed through. What do you think changed with David? Why he decided not to follow through with that?
well, I mean, if I had to guess, I mean, I don't know, but I would say Canelo has done that before. He did trash a belt when he was forced to fight somebody that everybody wanted him to see. So maybe that.
Yeah, and he also did fight his mandatories too. So
Cool.
So it's a two-sided coin. We won't know because David chose to go another way.
Well, Triple G was his mandatory, and he trashed the belt.
But he still fought Triple G.
Later on down the road.
But he didn't
at the time when they
him
wanted
and
to
Triple
fight,
G
he
had
was
an
not trying to
agreement.
fight.
Hold on, this is something Ashley Knuckles don't understand. Canelo and Triple G already had an agreement in place to make that fight.
No, guys, wait a minute. Benavidez was stripped of the WBC title. That was in 2020. Canelo wasn't even at 168 yet.
We're not talking about that from being stripped.
But I'm talking about that still because you're using the excuse of basically that he was unified at the time and he wasn't even at 168.
What are you talking? We talking about the mandatory for Benavidez. When you asked me, did he duck Benavidez? I said no, because Canelo was the 168 undisputed champion. So for him to go up to take that fight, it wouldn't make sense.
What's the most important fight you think what's the most important fight for Benavidez right now? What do you think is the most important fight for Benavidez right now?
The Canelo fight. The Canelo fight.
Canelo fight, right? Am I right? Am I right or wrong? Hold up. Canelo fight will be on his mind, right?
Yeah.
So why don't he just
Alvarez is the biggest fight for any fighter?
All right, listen. So why don't he listen? So why don't Benavidez lose that weight, go back down, take it from William Skull, and put my man Canelo in that corner, and let's make this happen. Now Benavidez got a shot to do it. So why are we blaming everything on Canelo?
Listen, man,
the IBF title is available.
This is how I came to my conclusion of why I had a problem with the whole situation. Yes, David Benavidez was sniffing coke. Yes, I mean, well, I'm gonna say recreational drugs. Can't say that on YouTube. Yes, he was. Yes, he was overweight when he lost his belt. But I look at it like this: the man never lost. He never lost his belts in the ring, as far as in the defeat. So
why is that why the fuck is that a defense?
Can I finish? Can I finish? Then you can ask me a question.
It's not a defense. He lost.
I feel. So I'm telling you why I have. Listen, man. I'm not saying. I'm first before I finish. I'm not saying this is what had to be. I say this is why I had my problem with Canelo. I felt that being that the man didn't lose, he should be like, you know what? Okay, I'm the man. I'm the man. I mean, undisputed. I got all 3 belts. This man didn't lose. Okay, you know what? Let me go ahead and fight him because he lost it being due to strip, not due to him losing to anybody. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock this dude the fuck out because for one, his daddy talking a lot of shit and he talking a lot of shit. So let me go ahead and get this guy what he want. But what did he do? He went the other route. He said he could fight who he wanted to fight. So that's why all that shit started really with the media as far as in people saying that he was ducking Benavidez. Because if you're a champion, think about it. If you're a champion and you lose your belt due to a strictness, that means, okay, I didn't lose. I should still at least be #1 contender for whoever win these belts that I lost due to being stripped. So when a motherfucker dance around you, yeah, you're gonna keep talking shit and keep calling him out until you feel he want to fight you. But Canelo didn't want to do that. Go ahead.
Hey, Ash. Okay, all right. So just like you brought up Punch, and I saw his live yesterday too, and he laid some facts on basically on the street. When a black fighter was the face of boxing, and he picked and choose, and he set the terms, and he laid everything out. There wasn't a problem. Now that there's a Mexican as the face of boxing, no. Let me finish. Let
He let you finish. Let him finish.
When Floyd was the face of boxing and he was black, nobody batted an eye to all the terms and stipulations that he would put down. Now that there's a Mexican as the face of boxing, now all of a sudden, if he sets stipulations, if he sets the rules, now it's a problem. See, the fact is that a lot of people like you and a lot of people in the boxing fucking fan base and fanboys don't understand the financial side of it. Canelo is the face of boxing, and maybe he would have offered the fight to him if he told him, "Listen, you're getting $5 million, and you can go fucking pound sand all you want, but that's all you're gonna get. I'm gonna take 95% of the cake. You want it? Yes or no?" But if David says he's about legacy, which he claims is not about the money, that's not true, because it is about the money. He wants a big ass fucking bag to get his ass kicked.
Well, if that's the case, then why did David Benavidez said they offered him $5 million? He said
he's a liar.
Oh my God,
He's a liar.
But everything Canelo and team says is the truth.
His manager lied about $50 million.
I don't like debating people. That's why I don't like debating people who can just keep it 100, man. You know what I mean? Everything Benavidez says is a lie, but everything Canelo says is the truth. Come on, man, stop.
Let Duke speak.
Hold on. Let me go back to One Fly Boy. Then I'm gonna go to Sleepy. Then Hit Kid, so that everybody can get in on this debate. One Fly Boy, you had a comment you wanted to get in?
I just want to ask, like, okay, you're right. He's right that Canelo can do what he wants when it comes to negotiations, right? But I'm saying, why go through all that for David Benavidez? Why don't you do that for nobody else? Why offer him 90 or 5% when this is the fight everybody want to see? Just do it. You know, take your lion's share, give him a fair cut. And make the fight. What's the big deal about it? Why is it so hard and he got to jump through all these hoops to get this fight?
I think if you want to fight somebody, I don't care if he give you 2%. Get in there, bust his ass, take his shit, and then work from there. You know what I'm saying?
But he said he don't care what the purse is. He said he just wants to fight.
To beat him, beat his ass, whoop that ass, take his belt, and then you could renegotiate your contract. Because now you're the man, and you will be seeing that money coming in.
But see, y'all not answering the man's question though. That's not answering the man's question. That's not answering his question. Of course, anybody could do that, but like he said, why everybody else could get a fight, but for some reason, just David Benavidez out of all the boxers got to jump through all these hoops and do all these.
Because again, you don't know what the financials were. You don't know what the financials were. Those people accepted it. Those people accepted it. Those fighters accepted whatever he told them. David does not want to accept.
Everybody's accepting the financial.
I have a
Before we get to that, let me get to Sleepy real quick because we haven't heard from my brother Sleepy. Sleepy, welcome to the podcast, man.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, Sleepy, you there, my brother?
Maybe turn your mic up a bit.
Wake up, turn your mic up.
Wake up.
You need to turn it up a bit. You're a bit quiet.
Speak up a little louder.
Hello?
Yeah.
You might.
We can hear you, but we can barely hear you, Sleepy. Can you talk just a little bit louder?
I'll be right back. I'm gonna try to get a mic or something.
Okay. No worries. Let's go back to Clavo, man, because the one thing I'll tell you, Clavo, is fine. Whatever we believe, I just don't understand how you sit in a division for a decade and never unify, and there's never a duck. And the only reason why it's not a duck is because somebody didn't call you out. Now we know Caleb Plant called him out, and we know he put off unifying with Caleb Plant. He wanted to do other things, and even One Flyboy said, "Well, that's a duck." Ashley Knuckles, would you agree that's a duck?
No, I don't consider it a duck. He's still fought. A duck is when you don't fight a person, man. That's a duck. How's a duck?
Well,
how is
he
it?
fought him after he lost
how
his
you
belt.
Ducking if you didn't negotiate in 2022, but you fight the man the next year after that? Like, how is that a duck? That don't make sense.
But he fought him years later.
The man,
years? How many years?
Didn't he call Triple G a duck?
2 years later. He fought him 2 years later when he was no longer a champion.
let me explain why I say it's a duck. It's because if Plant called him out and he say, "No, I got some other stuff going on," and y'all both champions, that's a duck to me. That's a duck.
And this is why I respect One Fly Boy. One Fly Boy will just keep it a buck, and that's I can respect that. Clavo, Preem. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you guys agree with that? We got to give respect to One Fly Boy
Well,
on that, right?
if you respect
Yeah,
him,
that's a
if you
duck. I
respect him
respect
for
that.
that, if you respect him for that, so why you don't keep it 100 when we ask you why the fuck this one man out of all the boxers got to jump through 100 fucking hoops when this man could just say, like y'all say, he's the face of boxing. He get the big side of the purse. When that man can say, you know what, I want David Benavidez right now. I don't care who right now. Even if David Benavidez was about to fight Better Beef, if Canelo came out and said, I want you next, that fight will be canceled and it would be Canelo versus David Benavidez.
Hey, but what if Benavidez? That's it. What if Dave and Canelo's trolling all of us right now and we don't know?
And then he's really the fourth fight.
Yeah.
What if he's trolling us so bad from the beginning? Like I say, he was trolling, but he's trolling us so bad with this kid, and they might be in on it. We never know. You like I said, we don't know. We're here with what we're going with what we see, stats, facts, and stuff. But we don't know behind closed door. What if they setting it up to be the biggest payday in boxing history?
Because that fight ain't gonna get no bigger from now until that fourth fight.
All
So
right.
what's the
Hey, real quick. My bad. Real quick. Hey, Ash. What if? Just hear me out here.
Here we go with the what ifs.
Benavidez? Well, you're the saying what ifs. So
Exactly.
what if
Y'all told me
Benavidez
the other night
actually?
the what ifs
What?
don't
Let me
mean
finish. Let me finish. You're the one that brought off what ifs. But anyways, so what if Benavidez
fuck
fought
I
any
brought
of
up
those
one if
guys
I
that
ain't asked the
Clavo?
question.
What? Hey, listen. What if
I finish.
Benavidez fought any of those guys Clavo named and he got his ass kicked? Whose fanboy would you be now?
I still be a Benavidez. Listen, man, Canelo got 2
No, he
losses.
wouldn't,
Y'all
because
still a fan of him?
he would not be in the limelight. He would be out in the fucking outskirts fighting nobodies. And nobody would care about him because he wouldn't have a platform to
Hold
say
on, we got
anything.
breaking news. Hold on, we got breaking news. The Turk just did an interview with Mike Coppinger, and he confirmed Canelo Bivol 2 is on the radar, just like I reported. That's a better fight.
Nice.
Hold on 1 second, fellas. 1 second. That's a harder fight than David Benavidez. So
Hell yeah.
anybody saying
How
that
do you
Canelo's
know?
ducking
How do you
David?
know?
Hold on,
Bibble didn't beat
let me
him up.
finish.
How do you know?
Everybody can have the floor right after this.
Oh
Anybody
my
that's
God.
saying Canelo ducking David Benavidez is delusional because Bivol's a better fighter than David Benavidez,
Hell yeah.
hands
How
down.
when he
And
didn't
I
beat
can
him?
tell you who agrees with me. Everybody on this
Yeah.
panel agree with me
Yeah.
except Big E
Hell
and
yeah.
Yes.
Ashy Knuckles.
So so
100%.
answer this for me, IBPF.
Hell yeah.
Because you say it's a better fight.
IBFP, bruh.
No, it
IBFP
is. It is.
God damn.
just because you say it's a better fight, and them two men never fought each other, that just means that's the gospel. It's the straight truth because you said it, right? And the
No,
whole panel agree with you. That's what
I'm
you telling
just
me.
going. I'm going based off of what I've seen in the ring, accomplishment, skill set, and when I look at the two guys, Dimitri Bivol is the best statistical defensive fighter
Well,
in the sport of
It's
boxing.
a harder
Whereas
boxer to beat. Yep.
exactly,
yeah.
he has better feet, he has better
Benavidez
defense,
to be
he
a
has a
bum
better
like y'all
jab.
say, it's sure taking this man a long time to fight him. Because I know if you can't, if a motherfucker's a bum, I'm gonna beat you up. I'm just gonna put you in the ring
No one's
and beat
called
you up.
David a bum. I think that's what you're missing. Not one person on this. Well, Hit might have. What are you saying, Hit?
No,
Well, if he's an easy, go ahead, Hit.
no,
Go ahead.
you're gonna let me make my points, okay? Because I'm sick of this. I'm
He's sick of this shit.
So here's what's pissing me off about all this, okay?
Yes.
There's a 4-fight deal. We know Canelo's probably fighting Karase or Charlo's the preparation fight. I have to presume Crawford may have a preparation fight. At least I hope he does. I don't like him jumping in straight at 168 in September. I think we all could agree, okay?
Yes.
Because even though we all think Crawford's getting finished in September brutally, okay?
Yes.
The third fight now is Bivol versus Canelo. That'd be interesting if Bivol wins. That could be undisputed versus undisputed.
Listen, man.
And here's the thing. But here's the thing. You have to think if Bivol wins that fight, beats Benavidez, then he's either going into that fight with Canelo. Let's say they win out, okay? He's either going into it off one or two fights, either the trilogy against Benavidez or is mandatory against David. David will have the chance in next September if, let's say, Benavidez gets hurt during the Bivol fight, can't take the rematch, okay? Let's say that. That is a perfectly valid world. Okay, because he's getting up there in age as well. Okay.
Right.
He could call it a day and say, I don't want the trilogy. I don't see that. I think they do the trilogy too much money. But the thing is, there is a valid world that it could be David fighting Bivol in September. And from there, you're looking at, in my opinion, the winner of Canelo Crawford versus the winner of that fight. That's honestly what I think is happening for the third fight. The fourth name still could be David, could be anybody. That's a mystery, okay?
Okay, but would you say if it's not David, would you call that a duck? If he go these 4 fights without fighting David Benavidez, would you call that a duck?
Let me say this. Can I say this? If Canelo's fighting Bud, and then it's Benavidez wins, and then he fights David in September, Benavidez beats David, which I think unanimously most of this panel agrees with. They pick Benavidez over David.
Yeah.
By brutal knockout. Then absolutely, let's say then Canelo fights Bivol in the rematch. That's the third fight. And then the fourth fight's Benavidez. Fighting Benavidez if he's beaten Benavidez is not a duck.
Okay, but you got to go off if just say for instance, Benavidez beat Benavidez. If he don't fight him for that 4th fight, would you consider that a duck?
I would then consider it a bit of a duck, yes.
If Benavidez, in my opinion, if Benavidez goes undisputed and beats the Beterbiev or Bivol before Canelo can get there, and Canelo don't fight him, absolutely that's a duck because that was what was on the radar. So Canelo has to fight him. I think the misunderstanding we're having here is people saying, "Why ain't Canelo fought him? Why ain't he did this?" David has done nothing to make Canelo fight him.
Hey, that's all. I'm cool. That's all I want to know.
Give me one second. It's kind of like the Demetrius Andre thing. It's like, the fight could have happened. It just didn't. Canelo doesn't owe every single person a fight. He don't owe Benavidez.
Exactly.
That's why it was up to Benavidez to activate his mandatory. That's why it was up to Benavidez not to lose his belt those 2 times. If you want to be put in position, it's not Canelo's job to get Benavidez a fight. It's Benavidez's job to put himself in position to get a Canelo fight. Do you agree with me, Big E?
Nah, I disagree with you actually. Because I look at it like, hell, did Berlanga do anything to put himself in position to earn a Canelo fight?
What does Berlanga have to do? Canelo can pick anybody.
No, I'm taking.
What is Benavidez doing to set himself apart to guarantee himself to fight?
Hear me out. What I'm saying, I'm taking your words. You can't just like, shift off your word. These are your words. I'm taking what you're saying. Okay. Hear me out.
Hold on, Biggie. I not only do I stand on those words, I stand on those words in front of you. And I'm telling you, if David Benavidez wanted to fight so bad, he should have done something to make sure he got the fight. That's all I'm saying. Edgar Berlanga, all these other guys, Canelo can fight whoever the fuck he wants. I just told you, and you're not comprehending. It's not Canelo's job.
You can't win, bro. You can't win.
It's not Canelo's job to make a David Benavidez fight. Canelo's job is just to get paid and do what he's doing because he's already a Hall of Famer. It's Benavidez's job to get a Canelo fight. What did Munguia do? What did Berlanga do? They didn't have to do shit if Canelo didn't want him to because he's in charge. If Benavidez wants to fight, he got to go earn it.
We know what Munguia did.
How you gonna ask a man a question?
Hold on, wait a minute, panel.
Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm gonna let you get it. Hold on. You're talking about a guy that wants a handout. Oh, but you gave it to him and you didn't give it to me. Like that's like seeing a bad bitch walking down the street. Hold on. Let me tell you how it is. That's like seeing a bad bitch walking down the street. Bitch is bad as fuck. She smashes Clavo twice. I'm like, damn, I'm finna go get her, but she won't fuck me. But you fuck Clavo, you won't fuck me. No. I'm like,
you see how he go to a woman? You see how he go to a woman?
Hey, see, that's what make Newt entertaining. Like it's way more entertainment than just him spitting out facts. But that's why this is why I consider you like TV brand. You are so funny, bro. Listen, that has nothing to do with what the facts I just laid out. Fact of the matter is this, bro. Fact of the matter is this, man. If Berlanga or Munguia, if they ain't done nothing to get the Canelo fight and Canelo gave them a fight, then why the hell would you not give a fight that not that David Benavidez is calling, but it's what the boxing fans is calling? See, you're missing the point. The media is calling for the fight. The fans is calling for the fight. You have former and current fighters that's calling for the fight. This is the biggest knock on you Canelo fans, because y'all will find anything to justify why Canelo won't fight David Benavidez. That shit
And you know
don't
why,
hold
Biggie?
weight
Yo,
when you go in the box.
why,
Hold on,
Biggie?
let me talk. Let me talk. Let me talk.
Let me go after
Let me
that.
talk. I'm gonna let you.
Big
I'm gonna
L,
let you
Big
get
L.
yours. Listen. When you go, when you in front of them, when you in front, listen. When you are in front of professional boxers, I'm talking about motherfuckers who actually know the game, and you in front of them, and you spew that shit that y'all spewing, they're going to look at you like casuals. They're not going to take your word serious, because fact of the matter is this: we as fans. As fans of boxing, whoever you is, you ask for the best fights. Fans have been calling for the David Benavidez and Canelo fight for years. We didn't ask for Munguia. We didn't ask for Berlanga. Like, we didn't ask for those fights. All we asking is for David Benavidez. Now I got a bunch of questions. Like, my thing is this: with this four fight deal that Canelo signed. I have no problem with the names on the list, but why you couldn't just put possibility Benavidez? Like, just give the fans some kind of hope or insight. Yo,
So what?
listen,
So what we playing? So what we playing? Wait a minute. So what we
Biggie. I
playing?
just
We
want to
playing
give you a little
spades?
hope. I want to give you a little hope. Turkey Al-Sheikh said in his recent interview that he's looking to sit down and talk to Canelo and try to talk him into fighting David Benavidez still.
That's Turkey Al-Sheikh saying this. I want Canelo to come out and say this. I want Canelo to get in front of the
Canelo.
There's an agreement between
Let me
both
ask
of
you a
them.
question, Biggie. Hold on. I need to let Edgar and Clavo go after this. But Biggie, real quick, did Canelo say that he would fight David Benavidez ever?
I don't recall him ever saying that. He always
So let me just jog your memory. Let me jog your memory. Let me jog your memory. Canelo Alvarez, and this for you too, Ashy Knuckles. Canelo Alvarez has made it abundantly clear he will fight David Benavidez. It's not a problem. If everybody's calling for the fight, then the money should be there for the fight. Give him his bread and he'll whoop his ass. That's what Canelo said. Say, pay me my check.
Yep.
200 million.
Or say, give me my bread and we can make that shit happen.
Yep.
And so you were
ASAP.
like, I don't know why Turkey Al-Sheikh saying this or saying that. The point is, Turkey Al-Sheikh's the one paying Canelo Alvarez this historic deal. If Turkey's talking to Canelo about David, then the fight is going to happen, because the one with the pockets to make the fight is Turkey Al-Sheikh. That fourth fight is open. All David Benavidez got to do is not lose.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Listen, Nuke.
You
that's
said it's
bullshit.
Fight. You said it's a big fight. You said, hold on. I'm using your words, Big E. Hold on, Big E. I'm using your words. Hold on, Big E. Your words was, this is a big fight. Everybody calling for the fight. So if they calling for the fight, then the money's there to make it. Give that man his bread and watch the fight happen. But let me get to
But why do David Benavidez? Why do David Benavidez?
We'll circle right back to you, Big E. I got to get to Edgar and Clavo first, because I know they want to touch in on this. Edgar first, then Clavo.
So what I was trying to say when Big E was talking and before Nuke said what he said, like, Big E, you understand that Canelo is the face of boxing. I'll give you Berlanga. Berlanga didn't do much to get the fight, but he ultimately got the fight. Munguia was a champion in a lower weight class, and he moved up. That's why he got the fight. Do you understand that? Hello?
Oh shit.
Hello?
I think he's speechless, bro.
And then the other thing that he was talking about, and then the other thing that he was talking about the fans and boxing ex fighters and current fighters, it boils down to this. It hurts them to see a Mexican as the face of boxing. So anything they can fucking say to throw shade on his name and make him look bad and this and that and discredit him, they will do it, because their hopes is that Bum somehow beats him, and their hopes is that Benavidez gets the fight and maybe beats him. But I highly doubt either one will happen.
You are creating a narrative that nobody's talking about. Hold on. Wait a minute. Because Canelo is Mexican, right? we just going to give him every reason, like just to not give him his flowers. Like, come on, man. We know how much the Mexican fan base or Mexicans period, we know how much important y'all is to boxing, bro. Why would we even take that away from Canelo? All we asking for Canelo is to fight David Benavidez. That's what we're asking for.
And I revert back. When Mayweather was the face of boxing, nobody batted an eye about all the stipulations and all the clauses and how the money was cut up. Nobody said nothing. Why? What's the difference between him and Canelo? What's the difference? 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 The color of their skin. The color of their skin is the difference.
Let me say something real quick. Let me say something real quick.
I'm gonna get the Clavo, then I'm gonna get the Ashy. Right before I get to you, Clavo, I just gotta read this. My brother says Ashy Knuckles always asking these monkey ass questions. Questions all these other fighters did what they were supposed to do to get Munguia and Berlanga and Ryder. He basically saying they did what they were supposed to do. Munguia, Berlanga, and Ryder. That's what they did. I'm assuming that's what he's saying.
Did we all think
that was what? That was a casual statement. They didn't make what?
Look here, man. See, you gotta understand, bro. They love shit like that because they
what?
Actually, you heard that? They happy on shit like that. But
bro,
like I said, man,
let Clavo and then hit it. Let Clavo and then hit it.
Let's get Clavo on the floor real quick, and then you guys got it.
All right, hold on. I mean, I love the way that the fans want the Benavidez Canelo fight. All the fighters, everybody. Well, that's nice and cool though. But apparently, him and his manager don't really want it because I remember February of last year, Eddie Hearn was trying to make a Canelo and Benavidez fight, and what did they do? They made a fucking whole issue about the broadcast rights. Oh, we need it on Amazon Prime. Why the fuck would they put that on Amazon Prime if Matchroom is gonna fucking be paying for the fight? So yeah, looks like we all want the fight, but it looks like him and his manager and his team don't want it. So you can scratch that shit off, bro.
No accountability. No accountability. It's all deflection. It's all Benavidez. Canelo ain't doing nothing wrong. He's the face of boxing. He can fight whoever he wants to.
Biggie, let me ask you a question. Why is Canelo required to fight David Benavidez?
Because we've been clamoring for the fight for years. That's why.
I'm sure. Hold on. I'm sure there's things you've been wanting in your life that you didn't always get. Is that correct?
Come on. Let's talk boxing, man. Let's talk boxing.
I'm just hold on. This is a part of it because I gotta break it down for you. When you were 6 and you wanted that little fire truck out the store, your mama didn't get it. She's a particular badass on that side. She didn't buy you everything you wanted, Big E. You didn't get everything, my brother. You got something.
I can't win with you.
You don't always get what you want.
Man,
you don't always get what you want. You don't always get what you want.
I knew you the GOAT, bro. I knew you the GOAT, bro. You the GOAT, bro.
Hey, Big E, you gotta understand, man. When you come on this show, man, they're gonna move the goalposts on you all.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying.
I mean, what I just got done saying is what I just got done saying ain't moving anything. That's actually that happened last year.
Hold on. Clavo embodied all the narratives. This guy not talking about coming on the zone. Guess where Canelo's going to be fighting at, Clavo?
Shit, the zone,
the next one fight. So that means if he truly wants to fight, he gonna have to take his ass to the zone.
David Benavidez already made it clear, man. He ain't gonna cross the street. Why would he? He loves Al Heyman. The PBC's done everything for him, so he's putting stipulation on it as well. So you can just put it on Canelo. And I'm gonna say one thing, man, because y'all using Jaime Munguia like he's not a credible opponent. 43-0. He actually fought a world champion at light middleweight and Saddam Ali, who actually beat Miguel Cotto. So he beat a world champion
and also he got knocked out by a fucking bakery.
But doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. He's 43-0.
I'm gonna take Ashy Knuckles and Big E side.
Underestimate nobody, Ash.
I got you guys. I'm taking Big E and Ashy Knuckles side against Clavo on this. I'm sorry, Hit, but I got to do this. Ain't no way they gonna hate on all this because Jaime Munguia ain't shit. But that's why David Benavidez wanted to fight him first, right? That's why David Benavidez wanted to fight Edgar Berlanga first.
Benavidez wanted, he wanted them first.
Can I say something as well?
There's a problem when I do it.
It was all good when David wanted to fight him right.
There's a problem when I do it, but when they do it, man, fuck it.
Come
There
on,
you
man.
go.
We gotta keep that same energy.
Nick,
That Mayweather.
this is what we're missing out on, by the way. We're saying that Berlanga and Munguia, and Ryder, it's those three fights which always get talked about not being appropriate for Canelo. Excuse me,
And
John
the
Ryder.
third Triple G fight. Don't forget that one.
He fought
That was
the
on the
fight
before
before.
one.
Doesn't that hurt him? If you fight an elite opponent, doesn't that wash out
Elite,
the next
man.
guy? Don't you deserve
Triple
a
G
tune
was
up
not
after that?
elite no more when that third fight
Hold on,
rolled
I'm
around.
asking you a question. I'm gonna go back to hit, but I'm asking you a question. If you fight an elite guy, do you have an entitlement to get a tune up the next fight?
You say if you fight an elite guy, do you have
If
an
you fight an
entitlement?
elite fighter, do you get a tune up the next fight? Is it fair to ask for a tune up the very next fight?
That's up to the boxer.
All right then.
Depends on
So
how-
Triple G was
depends
a
on how
tune up
tough the
after
fight
fighting
was.
an elite before.
An
What's wrong with
elite.
that? And hold on, and here's the thing: Triple G was still a unified champion at 160. But there you go.
Okay.
Right?
Triple G was still unified champion at
You said
160.
Bivol was elite, right? When
Everyone's
that
gonna
fight
vote
was
real
made,
quick. Go ahead.
when that fight was, then how you gonna ask a question and then skip right over me? Come on,
No, I
man.
just
That's crazy.
answered the question.
He said, "Answer the
But
question,
I
bro.
get
Clean your
started.
ears."
No, I'm trying to make a point. Triple G, we still thought was elite, was still unified champion at 160, and it was the most hype fight in boxing. Everyone wanted to see the trilogy. That was still a bit. That's a bigger pay-per-view seller right then. Was that trilogy fight than a David Benavidez fight at the moment?
Wasn't it part of his contract too?
Yes, it was part of his contract. Here's what's bugging me about these three fights, which always get mentioned: Ryder, Munguia, Berlanga. John Ryder, WBO, I believe, interim champion, had the mandatory status because remember Demetrius Andre didn't go for it because he was a bitch, and he beat Zach Parker for it. He got his mandatory shot. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jaime Munguia was the WBC silver champion and was the mandatory in the WBC. Before Benavidez, I believe that is the highest standing, the silver belt over the interim, okay? And then Edgar Berlanga was the WBA international champion and was the WBA mandatory.
It wasn't the problem. Hold on. The problem with that, it wasn't enforced. They didn't mandate it. He just was in position. He wasn't. He
would have had to get those fights out the way anyway.
But they were not mandated. He didn't have to take those fights. They weren't mandated.
But Benavidez
No, the WBO was. No, Ryder was. That one wasn't forced.
Ryder was mandated. Munguia and Berlanga weren't mandated yet.
Did anybody in here see the Canelo interview when he was on Sway in the morning?
Hey, let me say one more.
Hold up. None of y'all seen that interview. Nobody on this panel seen that interview?
I feel like I've seen it, but what's your point, Ashley? Get to your point.
What? I'm a go by verbatim what your boy Canelo said. He was like, of course he's a threat. So he know, man, y'all don't want to admit that shit because y'all believe y'all hero don't have any kind of feeling about whoever he get in the ring with. But the man know, Canelo know Benavidez is a motherfucking problem. He's not trying to just jump in there with that man. Not saying that he's scared of him, but he already know, like, yo, you know what? This is not good. I'm pretty sure y'all seen the movie Rocky 2. Remember when
you say what they got to do? Hold on.
Listen, just like when you asked about the girl.
You say what they got to do with boxing. You bring up Rocky.
That girl question that had nothing to do with boxing that you asked here.
This ain't no movie, bro.
Right? That girl question when you was like walking around in Clavo, fuck the girl, and you didn't. That didn't have nothing to do with boxing either. So I'm making a point like he was making.
Make your point, Ashley. Damn.
Just like in Rocky 2, when Apollo, when his handlers told him, yo, he's all wrong for you. Believe me, man. Them boys don't want to get in the ring with that man because they know it's too much motherfucking pressure. And when he beat either Bivol or Better Biv, it's going to be some other fucking way to move the goalpost or why he shouldn't fight him.
Okay, no. I want to say two things, and I'm going to toss it back to the panel so you guys can get this. Hold on. Since Ashley Knuckles like direct quotes, I'm going to give you a direct quote from Canelo Alvarez, August 6, 2024. He said, if the money is right, I can beat that guy tomorrow. All you got to do is get the bread and line up the fade.
Well, and
secondly, since David Benavidez is lined up for undisputed next, if he somehow gets through that, mark down this date, this podcast. If any reason he's undisputed and Canelo won't fight him, and the offer is made by Turkey Al Sheikh, I will 100% come on here, title my podcast Canelo the biggest coochie out of Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico that I've ever seen, and I will do it all day and night, and I will body bag him personally.
You wouldn't do that because you'll have
Yes,
like
I
5
would. No, yes, I
subscribers
would.
after
Don't
that.
tell me what I'll do,
You'll have
Ashley.
5
I'm telling you what I'll
subscribers.
do. I'm
You'll
telling
have
you what
5
I'll do.
subscribers after you do that.
Unlike a lot of people, I keep the same energy.
But I'm gonna ask
Exactly.
this one question, and I'm gonna be quiet for the rest of the panel. Let everybody get their coffee. Motherfucking out of all the fighters, that Canelo fought from all the greats, just as one man, he need 200 million. Why he didn't need 200 million for everybody?
It's not that he needs 200 million for him.
Yeah, he said. He said give him his money and he'll fight him tomorrow, right?
Hold on, Ashley. You said it was the biggest fight in boxing or one of the biggest
No,
fights.
I asked the question. You answer the question, man.
Let me answer it.
No, you're not answering the question. You're talking about what I said. I asked the question.
You said, why does he need that much money for David Benavidez? Is because just like you and Big E said, it's a big fight. Everybody wants to see it. The fans wants to see it. That's why everybody comes. So if everybody want to see it, then everybody want to pay for it, right?
Everybody wanted to see him and Mayweather too. That kind of money, Mayweather didn't get that kind of money.
And when they saw him and Mayweather, did they pay for it?
Not no 200 million. Not 200 million.
Wasn't that like
not even 100
million?
million.
Pay-per-view like record breaker or something at the time, boy? Are you still there, Fly?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, let me say.
I'm here. Yeah, go ahead.
Hello?
You hear me?
Yeah, wasn't that a pay-per-view like record breaker, Canelo and Floyd at the time?
Which one? Canelo and Mayweather?
Yeah.
The biggest of all time at that time?
Yeah. At the time, that was the biggest money. It wasn't the most sales, but it was the biggest money because it cost more.
Yeah, so sometimes these fights cost more depending on the demand and supply and demand, basic economics.
You see that? You just got caught because you swore you had that I got you moment when you was like, wasn't that the highest paid? Nah, it just cost
No, that is the I got you moment. It is the I got you moment. It is the I got you moment. It's a record-breaking pay-per-view. Are you smart? Are you slow?
A record-breaking
pay-per-view.
It was a record-breaking cost for pay-per-view, not the numbers it brought in.
Hold on. The cost is what matters as well because you got to make the money back.
Come on.
So you tell me Canelo Mayweather lost money? You got to make that money back. Edgar, am I lying? Do you got to make the money back?
Yeah, of course. It's always about the money. At the end of the day,
everybody's got to break even, man. Everybody's got to break
something
even
out of it.
Yep.
How much did Floyd made? How much Floyd made out of that? How much he got out of it? Like 41, right? Like 41.
Something like 1.5 million.
Like
it's crazy because I remember back then. I remember before they even fought. I remember when it was a lot, and I know everybody gonna hang up like, "Oh, you lying," da da da. But for all those who's of age who could remember back then, I remember when it was a whole lot of Mexican people giving motherfucking Canelo hell.
Wait, Ashley.
Calling him a mixed Mexican.
Hold. Put a pin in that. You said I got you moment. That did break pay-per-view records at the time. According to BoxingNewsOnline.net, Canelo Alvarez, Floyd Mayweather, the fight generated $150 million and did 2.2 million pay-per-view buys.
Ooh. And you know how much they got each? Floyd got about 41 million, Canelo got about 12 million. So basically and David only selling 70K pay-per-views. I mean, is that can we really call it the biggest fight ever?
Where's that Morrell pay-per-view buys? I'm still waiting for those.
Man, I don't think we're gonna see them shit.
And then Mike Trey says, bro, let's call a spade a spade. If Canelo beats Benavidez, nothing changes. He'll still be criticized. They hate to see a Mexican on top, man. That goes back to what Edgar Moreno said. This is about who Canelo is, not about him being a good boxer. If he was black, would he be getting the same criticism? That's a legitimate question.
Answer this question for me.
Can I answer that, please? Can I answer that, please?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go
for it.
Answer that. First of all, if he beat Benavidez, he can ride off into the sunset. Nobody's not gonna say nothing. And secondly,
wait a minute. Fly. You think? Hold on. You think that if he beats let's say he fights Benavidez, let's say Crawford gets injured and he fights Benavidez in September. God forbid, but let's just say that happened, right?
Yeah.
If he fights him in September and then they're supposed to fight for and they like, oh, better be a Bivol wants undisputed after. They want to fight the winner after. And Canelo said, no, I'm gonna ride off into the sunset and fight Jake Paul. The world would have a meltdown if he beat Benavidez
No,
and
why?
refuses
Hold on.
to fight the winner
Why?
of that undisputed.
Let me explain why. I'm explain to you why that's false. Because what, like right now, if he left, he's a walking hall. Like right now, he's a walking Hall of Famer. He don't have nothing else to prove, right? So if
What
he
do you have
beat
to prove to fight Benavidez for?
because he's still an active top boxer. That's why he's the face of
Hey man,
boxing
I
still.
disagree. Let me say something real quick. No matter what Canelo does, they still will crucify the man. He's the face of
Well, if
boxing,
they
the
hold on, if
Latino.
they do,
And
hold
listen,
on,
and listen. Right now, people wanted that Crawford Canelo fight. Yesterday, they was just saying that, oh, Canelo was ducking Crawford, a dude not even in his weight class. So you should get mad about Crawford
but
taking
you know
that
what?
Benavidez spot.
Let me say this. This is what's going to happen. That's going to happen regardless because people will be haters. But it's just like everybody was saying David Benavidez was ducking Morrell, and then he's like, oh, when he beat him, oh, he got 11 fights. But it's the same guy that everybody was saying David Benavidez was ducking. So the hate is going to come no matter what you do when people hate you. But I'm telling you, as a boxing fan, if Canelo go in there and beat David Benavidez, he can go walk off into the sunset, made a shitload of money, and his legacy is set in stone.
Do you guys
All
agree
right,
with
man.
that?
Look, hold on. The only reason why I gave Benavidez hell on the Morrell fight because around the beginning of last year, you got Sampson talking about that. Oh, we got a fight sign deal with Benavidez and Morrell, and then for a couple months later, for David Benavidez, oh, I didn't sign shit. So that's what I'm saying, man. The energy's all over the damn place,
Yes.
regardless.
Me personally, I be thinking they be putting when people be saying contracts be made. I think a lot of that shit be bullshit, man. Until the fighters come out and say it. So I don't take that shit for face value when people
But
come out and be like, oh,
that's his
there was a
manager, though. That's his manager. So either they're a miscommunication or they lying. One of the two.
They just hyping it up. They just hyping it up. That's
Can
it.
I ask this then? We know Canelo versus Bud is more. It's like 90% set for September, correct? Okay.
Yes.
That's
What's the next?
100% set.
Yeah, well, it's still 100% set for September. We know the light heavyweight title fight is in 2 weeks. Bivol and Benavidez undisputed. Okay. If Benavidez wins that fight, then are we all in here saying that it should be Benavidez in September, October, and November this year?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
If he want undisputed, yeah.
No,
Why wouldn't he want it?
If Bivol wins that fight, it's probably the trilogy. What?
Yeah.
If Bivol wins that fight, I'm asking this question: what is an acceptable fight for David during September or October?
Caleb.
Either Caleb or
Buatsi
Yard.
fight?
I would say Caleb, Buatsi, or Yard. Either one of those three.
So hold on, who have we got? We've got Buatsi, Yard. Who's the other one?
Caleb Smith.
And Yard.
Callum
Either one of
Smith.
those three.
And Callum Smith and Buatsi are fighting each other on the Eubank Ben card in April.
Okay.
Yes,
So
I mean the
we're
winner
gonna say the
goes
winner of
to
that.
the end of the year.
As is
Yeah, it
Lydia
could be.
Nava and Anthony Yard, who are also fighting in their trilogy fight.
Yeah, I would say that's a good tune-up before he fight Benavidez or Bivol if they had the trilogy.
And the truth is, if we are going to get this Canelo versus Benavidez fight, truth is neither guy can afford to lose.
That's
Canelo can't
correct.
afford to lose to Crawford, otherwise the fight's dead. And because he loses the belts. And here's the truth. Benavidez can't lose to whoever comes out of, let's say a Buatsi, a Callum Smith, or an Anthony Yard, because then
we shouldn't even be talking about that. We should be talking about Benavidez and undisputed.
Exactly.
The whole reason he's flying out to Saudi is for that fight to fight the winner.
So
really, ideally, that should be our focus. That Benavidez can't afford to lose the undisputed fight.
Is he going to be ringside for that fight?
He's going to be ringside. He said him and his father said they would be.
So are you saying if Bivol win and there's a trilogy, you saying David Benavidez should step in and sign?
We don't know if there's going to be a trilogy, and we don't know if it's going to be
we
delayed.
don't know.
You remember when they talked about the fight initially? They said they could have still taken an interim fight between that anyway, like taking a break, and they could have took other fights after they had the initial fight instead of doing the rematch. But they decided to do the rematch. They're flying him out for a reason. They understand that there's a chance that it could go either way. They understand that. So with that understanding, David's flying out for a reason. There's a high likelihood David is going to fight the winner. So, but everybody's so bad wants David to fight somebody else. David needs to be fighting for undisputed. He needs to force that.
I agree.
Yes.
And he should be fighting for
Hey,
undisputed. I'm sorry, I don't see any other reason why David shouldn't be fighting for undisputed.
Yeah,
hey,
He's all about
hey,
legacy,
everyone.
like you say, right?
Fight is done though. I think that fight is done basically right now though. I mean, even though we won it, I mean that fight is not popular.
What fight is done?
What fight's done?
What fight is done?
Canelo and Benavidez. That fight, he's at 175. Canelo is not going to fight Benavidez at 175.
Canelo
we don't know that.
Ball. That's on the list.
I disagree. Canelo would absolutely go up to 175 to fight Benavidez.
Yeah.
Hold on, Benavidez. I mean, Canelo said all Benavidez is going to do is bring 30 extra pounds. This was at 168, 175, and an extra weight at 170. He's not going to do it.
Okay, one fly boy. So since we want to quote Canelo, I'll tell you again what Canelo Alvarez said. If the money's right, I can beat his ass tomorrow.
Right. Yep. And remember that, because like I said on that Sway in the morning, he asked him, he was like, would you try to put a rehydration clause on the fight? He said no, because I don't want no excuses. So if that fight is ever made, I don't want to hear that man say, oh no, you got to come down to 168. Okay. I want him to step his ass up to 175.
I don't want to hear it either. And like you said, if the money's right,
Benavidez ain't gonna want to come down to 168. He already said, he was like, I'll fight him at a catch weight at
I'm not talking
171
about
or
Benavidez.
170.
I don't want Canelo to say it at 168. If Canelo's already talking about if the money's right.
But Nuke, if the money's right, you'll fight Canelo, wouldn't you?
Fuck yes, I would.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
hey everyone.
Saying that is just like a way to, that's like duck talk right there.
Hey everyone.
Like, when you put money,
that's not a way to get out of anything, because look, no. Hold on, Flyboy. I'm gonna prove your point right now. Canelo said the same thing about Bud. He said he was not interested in the fight. That was not a fight he wanted to take, but the money was right, and that's why we're getting the fight in September.
Hey
is
everyone.
That true, Clavo? Hold on, Clavo, is that accurate?
That sounds accurate to me.
And one more thing, if the money's right, I'd fight Supreme right now.
Hey everyone, man. I just want to say, man, it's been great chatting with all y'all. I'm gonna head out. Like I said, man, this 4-fight deal, man. Canelo's always leading boxing, man. This year wouldn't have been the same if he wasn't fighting. Salute to everyone. Salute IBFP, Supreme, Clavo, Edgar, Head Kid, Ashy Knuckles, and
salute, bro.
And Flyboy.
Salute, my brother.
Salute, Carlos. One thing I would say about this 4-fight deal, by the way, for Canelo, that he got Turkey, to pay him this much. I'd never, ever want to hear the argument Gervonta Tank Davis is the face of boxing over Canelo Alvarez. Finally, eternally in the fucking bin where it belongs. Can we all agree?
I got one. I want to ask your opinion, man. I want to ask your opinion. If
hey, wait, can I say something real quick, Ashley?
If Canelo was to fight, yeah.
Yeah, so just to touch base on Hit Kid's statement. Why does Tank Davis get a pass? What color his skin is he? What fan base does he have? Again. And another thing.
I can't tell you that.
Is it just me? Okay, whatever. You don't want to say it.
Who's giving
a lot of people? A lot of people. The people that come to play the
boxing world.
So you saying?
I'll tell you who giving Tank a pass. I'll tell you who giving Tank a pass. ESPN is giving him a pass when they put him on the pound for pound list at number 6.
Yeah.
They're giving him a pass.
So basically what you're saying is black people is giving him a pass.
I didn't say anything about black people.
I ain't talking about TIPPL. I'm asking the last guy to ask that question.
I didn't say black people. I said
people at
I said people at ESPN are giving Tank Davis a pass by putting him on the ESPN pound for pound list, which he doesn't deserve. 2, Hit Kid needs to be pissed off because this guy in the comments said, "Who's the British woman with the green headset on at the bottom of the screen?"
That's fucked up.
Wait. Who's the guy? Wait, correct me if I'm wrong. Is that the second GOAT? Is that the the fake GOAT? LeBron is his profile picture.
That's LeBron.
Yeah, the fake GOAT. I'm getting called off a fake GOAT. Bitch, you stand a fake GOAT. Go fuck yourself.
Cook hit.
Everyone knows the GOAT to basketball is Michael Jordan. Bitch, move on.
Facts. And,
Hey,
and,
what's
and,
up,
and
Nuke? Hey,
On
I got a little thing for Ashley though. Ashley, I have a couple little opinions on the whole David versus Canelo thing. First of all, David did lose it for being on coke and being overweight. Why would you literally want to reward that type of behavior? You know, like that's the type
Exactly.
of things that we don't want in our
If
sport.
that's the case, then they should have they should have never gave him they
Let
should
me
have
finish.
never gave him
Let
his
me
boxing
finish.
license back then. If that's the case,
Let me finish, and then you can have the floor.
you asked
Second
they
of all,
why would they you ask one question? Can I answer one at a time? I don't want to you ask me like 4
oh,
5 questions and I gotta remember it. I'm gonna answer
oh,
one at a
okay,
time.
okay, go
Yo,
ahead.
write it down. Write it down, Ashley.
Go ahead. You were gonna say something, Ashley?
I already answered your question. You didn't hear what I said?
Then what the
No,
fuck you interrupt him for?
you didn't say anything.
Exactly.
Oh my god, man. Oh
Go
my
ahead,
god.
Zero Cool. Go ahead, Way.
Go ahead,
okay.
man. Next person. Next person.
My second thing is, if Canelo and Benavidez is really the biggest fight there can be for Canelo, why not wait for it to be his final fight before retirement? It's not going to be a duck as long as he fights him, and he's not going to age out a younger fighter.
That's what I
He's
that, that
he's
that's
only
the
going to
question
be
I was gonna ask y'all before you even went. I was gonna ask y'all at the end of
okay.
his fourth fight, if he fight Bud, just say for instance Charlo, Bud, somebody else, and then Benavidez. Do you think after those 4 fights, do y'all think he's gonna retire after that, or you think he's still gonna keep
No,
fighting?
he's gonna keep going.
He's going to keep going.
Because I
He
really
said
don't see too many
2027 or
besides
2028.
And
besides
David is
Bivol.
likely the fourth fight, according to Turkey Al Sheikh. He's trying to talk to
Besides
Canelo
Bivol, I
about it.
really don't see. I don't really see who else out there for him to fight.
Yeah, it's Canelo's likely. Like Canelo said, give me the money, I'll whoop his ass tomorrow.
Actually, say he fights Benavidez in May. He beats him. Then who else? There's nobody that you're gonna really want to
That's the
look
question
forward
I just
to.
asked. I said the only person besides Benavidez would be Bivol
Yeah, but
You're forgetting better BF.
or
Just
no,
better
throw,
but
be. But
throw
you
that out there.
like the person said before that was on the panel. He was talking about he might go up to cruiserweight. So we don't know what he's gonna do. There's no guarantee he's gonna stay at 175. So
okay, but you didn't let me finish. If Canelo waits for it to be his last fight, not only is Benavidez gonna be more in his prime because he just got into his prime, he's gonna be in the middle of it. Canelo's still gonna be at the back end of his prime, so there's no
A
excuses.
little bit.
He,
My feet
uh,
are freezing, so you gotta be cool.
David is only going to get better with time. When I went to David versus Plant in Vegas, and I did like what I saw from David. Plant was clinching a lot, and the ref actually gave David a warning instead of Plant, so I thought that was kind of bullshit. But Boo Boo, he was really nobody, so I can't really give him a good credit for that because he had never beaten a champion. His third fight, his first fight at 175, he looked human, and right now with Morale, it was a good fight. I mean, it was a good victory, but it wasn't a great victory because Morale was improving. He was just like a glorified prospect. So right
but
now,
the media was putting him on their level though. So
The
you can't
media's
use
the
putting
that.
the
media.
media's putting Benavidez on Canelo level, and he's below him.
The
Dude,
media put all
they're putting
boxing
him on a pound for
Way
pound list
below.
right now.
They put him on a pound for
Way
pound list. He don't
Yeah,
even
that's
way
deserve it.
below.
crazy.
he belong on there.
No,
No,
he
he
don't.
don't.
They put him
No,
in
he doesn't.
behind.
Can I
Okay,
ask a
that's y'all
question?
opinion. That's y'all opinion.
Wait a
One
minute.
fly boy. You think
Go
he
tell
belongs on the pound for
ESPN
pound
that.
list?
One
Go
fly.
cry that shit to
Does
Okay,
ESPN.
David
Don't come
Benavidez
to me
belong on the
about that.
pound for
Y'all
pound
need to
list
go to
fly?
ESPN and cry to them
who
about that.
was number 10 before Benavidez got to him?
Nakatani.
Junto Nakatani.
And that name don't ring no bells of knocking nobody out that we all know. So why
Who's
not take his spot?
That just makes you ignorant to the sport, bro.
All right, so
Yeah,
give me
I
his last
stay
Shit,
three
up.
he
good
said you
fights.
don't
I
know who
stay up in the
Nakatani is
morning
Give
yet.
me
to
his last
watch
three
That's
good
middleweight and
fights. Give me his
crazy.
Nakatani.
last three good opponents that you could be like, you know what, he deserved to be on number 10 at pound for pound.
Bro, do you know what he
Now
is?
answer the question, man. We don't have to go through all the bro and all. I just asked the question. When y'all ask me a question, I give you the answer. I don't dare do all that extra shit with the bros and all that. I answer the question.
Bro, he's a multi-division world champion. You over here trying to look for fucking answers that you should know the answer to. The reason why you don't know it because you only focused on Benavidez. Simple as
Let
that.
you tell
He's
it.
fucking three weight
Let you
classes.
tell it. I've been
He has
asked
the
on here many
WBO at
times how many
flyweight
fighters.
title from
I've been asked
2020 to
on here.
2022.
I've
The
been asked on here
WBO
many
junior
times.
bantamweight
I don't
title in
know.
2023. The World Boxing WBC bantamweight title in 2024.
I
What
don't know
more
if
do
you
you
clean.
need? That's pound for
I don't
pound,
know if you
bro.
cleaned your ears out, Clavo, since I've been on here. But I've been asked how many fighters I like, and Benavidez ain't the only one. So, what do you mean? What do you
Bro,
really know?
I only hear you talk about Benavidez. I'm sorry, that's it. I
Because
only
that's
hear
the
you
only
talk
one who
about
won.
him.
That's the only one that's the only boxer that's in that weight class who want to fight Canelo that I deal with that I like. I like Bud.
That's the
I
problem.
like
That's the
Bud,
problem. You
and
only
I
focus
like
on one
Bud.
fighter, bro.
I like Bud, and I like Javante, and I like Devin Haney.
See, you only go
So
for the pop. See, you only go for the popular fighters, bro. You don't. That
I
means
don't
you
how is
don't know
get.
that
what's going on
popular?
in
I
bantamweight.
I'm
mean,
sorry. I'm sorry.
so
I don't.
tell
I
me
don't
who
know.
I'm supposed to root
Devin
for. Tell me
Haney
who I'm
popular.
supposed to root for
I'm sorry.
about that.
Can I say something?
Go
Why
ahead,
the
hit
Devin
kid.
Haney
fuck?
popular already.
Why the fuck can you like
I mean,
Tank Davis of a career of cherry picks?
Thank you. Thank you.
Listen, man, who the man picked the fight? That's his business. I can't
Wait,
sounds
control
like
that man.
exactly like
Only thing I
Canelo.
can like,
Like
only thing I can
Canelo.
like is the knockout.
There you go.
Only thing I
Everybody
can
got
like
this
is the
up in the
knockout.
foot.
The only thing I can
Damn,
like
yo.
is the knockout.
I need to get this right. I need to
The
get this
only
right.
thing I can
Wow.
like is the knockouts.
Wait,
That's
wait.
all I can like.
Who the man picks ain't my business. Wait. Ain't this the same argument that Ashy Knuckles right here is trying to abuse Canelo Alvarez with?
Did I not say?
Expose
I'm
him.
talking about him fighting
Expose
my man.
him.
Expose.
I don't care who
Expose
Canelo
him.
fight, man. Get
Yeah.
that through your head,
It
Hit.
makes
Understand
sense.
that, Hit. I
So,
Expose.
don't
my
care.
brother.
I don't care who
He
Canelo
did
fight.
it to
Damn.
I want
himself.
him to fight my fighter. I don't give a fuck who he fight. I don't care
Oh
if he
my
fight Bud.
god.
I don't care if he fight fucking you. I don't care if he fights anybody on the planet. I
Oh,
want to see him
your
fight
double
I want to
standard's
see
been
him fight
He
proven.
just
the guy that I
contradicted
like that's
himself.
in his that
That
was
was
in
a
his weight class.
contradiction, bro.
Just be
Hit
quiet.
kid body bagged you. Look, man, you asked me who the Nakatani
Damn.
fight. You asked me who the Nakatani fight. He fucking fought Alexandra Santiago for the WBC bantamweight. He fought Guillermo Magramo for the WBA flyweight. He fought Naoki Mochizuki for the motherfucking flyweight for in the Japanese, bro. Just because you don't know this shit, that just makes you ignorant. Do you know who Andrew? Do you know
Those
who
fighters
Andrew
are elite
Maloney is?
fighters. So why the
Do
fuck
you know who Andrew
their name
Maloney
is
is?
not mentioned
Oh,
like
let me
that?
put in my better mic.
But
Oh,
pound
and
for
everyone
I
can hear
think
me
pound,
Seiko
better.
pound,
Kui was much better than Maloney.
pound for
Oh,
pound. Hold
You
on,
heard? And Masabichi Abuki, whatever his name is. Both of them was
pound
good
for
too.
pound.
Hold on. I got to read this comment. Royal Ricardo says, "Who the man picks to fight is his business." Quoted Ashy Knuckle, who criticizes Canelo
For the
for
same fucking thing. Thank you.
exactly. I just showed this
Oh my
man's
god!
for the panel right here. No disrespect. I just showed this man's blatant double standard.
There ain't
Now
no
This
listen,
was the
man.
body
listen,
bagger.
Listen, man, you
That's
didn't
the
This,
body
actually
bag.
this
He
you
said,
thing,
didn't
"Oh,
ask
I'm
me
so
doing the
you didn't
body
ask
bag of the
you
me
month."
finished.
Hit.
listen.
Hit.
That's the
You
body
didn't
bag
ask
of the
me
month right
hey
there.
Hit.
Hold on.
You
I
didn't
was
Hold on,
ask
let
saying,
one
me
fly boy. Let one fly
you
boy,
didn't
man. We
ask
didn't even
me
get
if
to
I
hear his
agree.
answer.
Actually
You
defend
didn't ask
yourself.
me if I agree with the
from
people that he picked.
hold on, listen.
You
From
just
like
asked me a
19
specific
to like
question, so I gave you a
21.
Fly
specific
boy, go
answer.
ahead.
Do I agree
Hold on.
with the cherry picks? No, I don't. But I do like the knockouts.
So
Everybody like to
listen.
see somebody get knocked out in boxing. So yeah,
So listen.
I like the knockouts. I'm not saying I like the cherry picks now. So don't put no words in my mouth.
Now this is the thing. I was like a big supporter of Tank from like 19, 20, even probably 21. But what's going on now is indefensible. You can't like he got to get out of the sport if you want to keep.
There you go.
Preach.
Respect, fly boy.
Like
That's
I
just
said,
Flowboy,
I don't
Flowboy,
agree
you a
with his
real.
cherry
Hold on.
picks.
Respect.
I want to
I
give
just like the
Flowboy his
knockouts
props.
that he do.
Flowboy,
That's
you
all.
a real one for that. Thank you, my brother.
now he got to
Nah.
go.
He spoke the truth. He spoke the truth, bro. He spoke the truth on that.
This
He ain't
man's
done the
fighting.
motherfucking thing. Instead of fighting Shakur, he's fighting a guy that got beat by a guy who Shakur beat.
But
Yeah.
He had
I don't
one
agree with him
champion
not
at
fighting Shakur.
135.
Like I said, I don't agree with the cherry picks. I said I just like his knockouts. That's all I saying.
He better be
That's why I
fighting.
like him.
He better be
I'm
fighting
not
either.
agreeing with the people that he picked to fight because yeah, I feel Shakur, Haney, and a couple of more motherfuckers deserve a fight with him.
But you got to understand, it's
But
no reason
me
to
being a
support.
fan, I'm just a fan. I can't twist his arm to fight those guys.
But
So
think
whoever he
about it.
get in the ring with, if he knock him out, yeah, I like to see a knockout. So yeah, I like it.
How is it possible he hasn't fought Teofimo, Tank? I mean Teofimo, Shakur, Devin Haney, like all those. The only one he fought was Ryan, and Ryan has never even been a champion before.
There you go.
And there was a rehydration clause, and there was stipulations.
He dehydrated
I'm
the
not
shit
going to
out
kill
of
him
him.
on
Let's
that.
get that right.
The
Let's
fight
get
was the
that
fight.
right.
The fight was the fight. He beat him. You know what I mean? I'm not going to make excuses.
Well, I mean, there's a bunch of
Well, I'll
fighters
make any
that
excuse.
threw in rehydration clauses. So let's not go there.
Yeah, but
Let's not go there.
And that's true. But hold on, the catch weight was Ryan, so it go both ways. Ryan wanted the catch weight. Whitney wanted the hot rehydration clause. So they both guilty.
I mean, but the
That's
thing
that.
is,
That's that. That's
hold
that
on. But the thing is,
Mayweather. That's
bro,
that Mayweather
Tank didn't
blueprint.
need none of that, bro. I think Tank would have got him without it. The thing is that why the fuck do you do that for? You already fought at 140 with
Nah,
Barrios.
Tank,
So
bro,
listen, hold on.
bro. This is what Tank said. Tank said the same thing. I promise. This is what he said. He said, "I'm not stupid." He was like, "I ain't stupid. Like I'm not gonna let him come in at the weight like that. He could have fought him. He fought at 140.
No, but think about it. Tank went to 140 and never
Tank
40.
is a sucker MC.
140.
Do y'all know what
140
Tank walk around weight is?
Hold on. Let one fly
That is the
finish.
face
Hold
of
on. What'd you say?
135.
Y'all probably didn't even see that video when he stepped on the scale and the man he wasn't even 140 pounds, man.
Ashy Knuckles, I got a question, and then I'm gonna go to one fly boy. Caesar Diaz, Ashy Knuckles, do you even buy Tank pay-per-view fights?
No.
You gonna tell me what I do? You don't know what the fuck I do?
He's
Oh,
asking you.
He's asking you a
Yes,
question.
I do. I buy a lot of. I buy
When
a
was the
couple of
last Tank
motherfucking
pay-per-view
pay-per-views.
fight you bought, Ashy Knuckles?
Come on, dog.
When
That's
he
that fire
fought
stick.
Ryan
Come on.
Garcia.
So that was
Stick
the last
boys
one you
back
bought.
outside.
So you didn't buy the Rolly Romero fight.
Yes, I
The
bought
Frank
that too.
Martin?
I bought that too. Yes, I did.
You
Because it
bought
was
the
more
Frank
than
Martin
just them
fight?
on the card. I
Come
wasn't
on,
just
you from
seeing
the
just
Bronx, man. You got a fire stick.
I wasn't doing it just. But I don't live in the Bronx anymore, bro. You know what I'm saying? That was in my
Martin fight.
that was in my
Come on,
teens and early
Clavo!
20s. That was in my teens and early 20s when I was in the
Clavo!
Bronx.
Copy,
Hey,
copy.
actually, the whole excuse with Tank was that Floyd was protecting him. He's been away from Floyd for like a year or two now. Like, what's the excuse of now?
Do y'all buy? Hold up.
And another
Y'all
one,
talk about
Mike
Fire Stick.
Trade
Do y'all
says,
buy all Canelo pay-per-views?
hold
Yeah,
on.
I do.
Yeah, that's
Mike
why I'm
Trade
broke.
says, bro, Ashy Knuckles just said Canelo better not have put a catch weight on Benavidez, but he's giving Tank a pass for doing it. Wow.
Another body bag.
Another
Yeah.
body bag.
If that's the case,
Keep
then why the
getting
fuck?
Mike Trades
How
body
many
bag
catch
after
weights?
body bag after
How many
body
catch
bag.
weights did Canelo have in his career? Because I know a couple of fighters. I know a couple of fighters he drained. So what is he talking about?
Name him.
But who's arguing
Name him.
against that? Are you reading the comment? Do you understand what's being said? You talk
No, I
about
didn't
Canelo
read.
putting
I don't.
a catch weight on Benavidez,
I'm not
but
holding
you're
my
giving
phone.
Tank a pass for it.
I'm just sitting
You're
down.
not
I don't have to
making
look at the
sense.
screen
Your
to talk.
arguments all over the place is what they're saying.
I
Let me
don't give a
ask.
fuck.
Let me ask
Listen
this.
here, man. You gotta understand. When I come on here, I don't come on here to care about what the fuck y'all talking about, bro. I say what I gotta say, and that's that. Y'all either gonna accept my opinion or you're not. So I don't really care about what the fuck the chat is talking about, or even what y'all are saying.
But
Because
when
I'm
you
gonna
got a
have my
double
own
standard, that's
opinion.
when we got
I'm
an
gonna
issue
have
with
my
it.
own opinion, just like y'all have your own opinion. So we're gonna sit here and bump heads every time I get on this show. That's just what
And
it
your
is.
opinion
Because really,
contradicts
to be
itself.
real, only
Your opinion
people that
contradicts
we are
itself.
helping is IBPF with us on here arguing. We the one getting the
IBFP.
money. I don't give a fuck. I call him what I want to call him. Just like I call you Slavo. Just like I call you Slavo.
Bro, you be forgetting. Bro, you be forgetting too. Boo much shit, bro. Your memory's like your dick. It's short.
The same shit. There you go, Slavo. There you go again. There you go again. Talking about a man. There you go again. Talking about a man's private part in his ass. I told you, man. You real suspect, son. For real. You real suspect.
I need to ask this. Tank Davis is fighting fucking Lamont Roach. I don't give a fuck about this fight at all. But after that fight,
I do. I got the head on.
if he doesn't fight a fucking Shakur Steven's done, he might fight Keyshawn. That may be his lucky card because I think he wins that fight. I do think Tank beats Keyshawn. Or if he doesn't fight a Keyshawn, which will have big pay-per-view numbers, or if he doesn't fight and I've just sent Nuke the person, and Andy Cruz,
yeah.
Then what's his fucking excuse? As a so-called face of boxing. And that's for a Tank fan here in Ashley. What?
I don't know. Somebody call Southpaw Mama. She might know the answer to that shit.
Hold on, Clavo. I got a statement for you. If somebody's always like, I guess, mixing up letters, they would typically qualify that as dyslexia.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way,
I already know where he's going.
I think you're about to get it the first time, Nuke.
I'm not naming no names. I'm just saying, like, IPFB whatever. It's like, okay.
Nick, I have that. I have learning difficulties and all that.
No, he says
Friday. I've overcome them.
Hold on, I got to get this one real quick. Caesar D says, laughing my ass off. Ashy Knuckles, your boxing takes are just horrible and casual as fuck. Bro, sorry, but do you need a hug?
I'll give it to you, bro.
Hey, Ashley, quick question.
Ashley, you going to respond to that?
Man, I don't respond to dumbass motherfucking questions, man. I let y'all do that. I let y'all do that. They do it for the laughs, and y'all, and that's what they do it for. They hear y'all go, "Hi, Ashley. Did you hear that? Hi, Ashley."
Don't get
Don't bother
emotional,
me,
Ashley.
bro.
Don't get emotional. Don't get
Shit don't
emotional.
bother me
Calm
at
down.
all.
Calm down.
Hey, actually, how many division champ is Tank? Just out of curiosity.
He don't know. He does not know. He only follows Benavidez. He can't tell you.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. I'm trying
He
to
does
tell
not
you.
know.
I
Preem
mean
might
that.
give you a hint.
Tank is a disappointment, man. I don't really have too many people beating him, but for him to not fight these guys is just crazy.
Nah, I feel you. Nah, I feel you completely because I feel like he could have beat Cambosos whenever Lou DiBella came at him. Whenever Cambosos beat Tio, I think he would have got it, but he said, "Fuck them
Oh,
belts."
he would have knocked Cambosos out. Sorry, sorry, son of Cambosos. That's just a fact.
So who do y'all
no, he
have
says.
beating him? Who do y'all have beating him?
Oh,
Beating Tank?
beating Tank? Oh, Shakur, absolutely.
I got Shakur Stevenson beating
by
Tank.
by points.
Noe says, Ashy Knuckles, if you don't care what others got to say, then why are you on the panel in the first place, Ashy?
Back.
Like obviously, like I said, y'all must be retarded. So I'm gonna repeat myself. I come on here to give my opinion, and that's about it. Did I answer your question?
But can you answer the other question, homeboy?
Y'all
Asked
say
how
I'm
many
dyslexic, but
divisions
I'm
have Tank
repeating the same
conquered,
thing
bro?
like 2-3 times, and y'all keep asking me the same question. So who's really dyslexic? Who's really retarded?
Oh man,
Them emotions.
bro, how many divisions has Tank been champion in, bro? Answer that question that he asked you. You left that question unanswered. God damn.
Damn.
Yo.
Go ahead.
Ashy Knuckles, do you know how many division champion Gervonta Tank Davis is, sir?
Yes, I do.
How many divisions has he conquered?
Bro, look here. I'm not gonna sit here and keep entertaining y'all, giving me 100,000 questions. But when I ask y'all a question, I got to get talked
We're only
over.
asking you one question.
About 4 or 5 people speaking over
Bro,
me.
we all
A bunch
stayed
of
quiet for
crazy
you to
extra shit.
answer.
I'm not here. Listen, man. I'm here. Like I said, I'm here to give my opinion. I'm not here to amuse you. That's just
We're
what it
asking
is.
your opinion
So
now.
either
We're
you're gonna
asking for your
accept what
opinion
I
now.
say, or just don't ask me no questions. That's just what it is.
Okay.
Ashley, you are
Listen, man,
aware
first of all,
that you
be
talk
happy
over
because
people
That's
too,
be
right.
right?
happy
Sounding
because
like the teacher
be
from
happy
Charlie
because I
Brown
get
right
you a
now,
lot of
yo.
super chats on your show. So
Hold
just
on.
relax. Relax. I
Cosmic
bring money
Sim.
in your account. You should be happy I
Cosmic,
come on here.
Cosmic Sim says, Ashley, why you always talk about fighting when you lose an argument? Come down to Pivot Boxing Academy in Philly and come get the beats and it's IBFP.
And it's
So
for
basically,
IBFP.
he's inviting you down to Pivot Boxing Academy in
Oh,
Philly
shit.
if you want to get some work in. And he's also talking about why would you bring up fighting when you lose a boxing argument? I guess Ashley don't want to respond to that. Caesar D said y'all gonna make Ashley cry in this car.
Oh man.
Oh man.
I don't think
It's all good.
I don't think that shit gonna cry.
Trump was right. Diversity hires keep us down. Newt, get a better guest. Damn.
Damn.
Oh man.
Damn.
Yo, Ash, man, what up, man?
Damn.
Man.
Well, they going in on you, Ashley Knuckles.
Quiet.
Nah.
You
Nah,
know
man.
you know the problem though with Canelo not
gone.
fighting.
Oh, he
Yeah,
left.
Ashley dropped
He left.
off.
He dropped off.
Hey,
It's like that. Hold on, Clavo. It's like that meme. He's already dead, and they just kept kicking him, and he just couldn't take it anymore. You talk about a real body, Clavo. You and Hit caught a real body on live right now. A real body.
I mean, I'm sorry. He's complaining about the same thing for Canelo Alvarez when Tank Davis has been doing it much worse for much longer.
Yes.
And what did I say? And hey kid, what did I say? What is the difference? What's the difference between them?
Nothing.
The color of their skin.
Yeah.
Somebody said she's
I mean, we don't need to we're not trying to be rude here, but I think we've kind of, proved our point.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like I don't care where the boxer's from. He could be from fucking.
Preem got it. This was the coldest. This is the coldest that I've ever seen. Like the chat, the panel then destroyed these guys. And it's like it's not even fair. Like what I've seen, like you talking about taking a beating. Like I've seen a beating. But let me read this one from Caesar because I didn't get some of these, man. Caesar says Benavidez duck Canelo. I'm sorry, duck Plant when he was a champion and it didn't do shit in the super middleweight division for over a decade.
Fact.
Right?
So I guess I'm gonna go with what y'all said. I
My
guess it's not
brother
a duck.
Armando. like I don't understand. Canelo fight 3 times in Saudi, only Crawford in Vegas. Benavidez doesn't want to fight out of Vegas. How would that fight get done? Clavo, how would that fight get done if Canelo's fighting 3 times in Saudi? Edgar, how would that fight get done? Benavidez don't want to fight outside of Vegas.
I mean, like I said, the only way, like I said earlier before in the show, the only way is, like we said before, they both can't lose. David has to take care of his side of the street, and basically, if it is the 4th fight, then PBC is going to have to fold at the table to save their company.
Damn.
Hey, these guys, listen, these guys got body. They all hauled ass out this panel. Shout outs to them for, taking their ass kicking like a grown man,
Hey, Sleepy, man, did you fix your mic?
Who's that?
Sleepy, man,
are you good?
Sleepy, you know?
No, you don't get the name?
Hello?
You sleeping?
Yeah, hello, speak.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, dude,
Yes,
you sound kind of muffled, but yeah.
All right, my bad. All right, so what are we debating?
I mean, we were supposed to debate on you say about Jamal Charlo and David Benavidez on Twitter. Remember?
So, y'all are always talking about how David Benavidez has never unified and how he didn't fight all these champions, right? And he didn't do that. But David Benavidez has still done more than the last 5 Canelo's opponents. He's done more than every single person that Canelo has defended the belt against.
He's done everything else but activate that mandatory. And then on top of that, on last March, when Mauricio reported that it's going to be enforced, he decided to fight Bostic.
No, BBC was corrupt. Mauricio was on video before David Benavidez even fought Caleb Plant, saying that if David Benavidez beats Caleb Plant, he will become the WBC mandatory. But then they never made him the mandatory. Why?
He has to enforce it. He has to petition, just like he petitioned to stay at 168. He had to petition that.
Why did it take a whole year for them to enforce it?
That's on the WBC, bro. That's something that you have to take up with them. But the thing is, David Benavidez had the key in his hand to activate that mandatory. But instead, he was over here making up $50 million offers. And just recently, he turned it into $70 million. So the energy's been all over the place with them, bro.
No, but why didn't Canelo try to fight him then? Why was Canelo trying to fight Jamal Charlo? And you're saying, look, hold on, you just said Benavidez moved up before March, right? Well, remember how Canelo signed a 3-fight deal with PBC? The second fight was already lined up with Jamal Charlo. That was reported by ESPN. So
It was supposed to have been Jamal, but he pulled out, and Jamal had to go in. So I mean,
that happened after David Benavidez after David Benavidez moved up. So,
well, no, that was that after? Or was that before?
That happened after.
Yo, who got that shitty ass mic, man?
I think that's me, probably.
Oh my god.
Sorry, but
it sounds like you're talking to a can, to a string.
Well, look, man, I'm just saying that with the Jamal Charlo, I mean, yeah, even though I kind of really don't care for that fight, but that is one of the guys that he was always accused of ducking. And I mean, we can't ignore that in 2019, when he was still with Golden Boy, they offered him a lucrative offer and they turned it down. And now the reason why he didn't want to fight, they ain't cool with the fight because he's been inactive. I mean, he was having a Mariah Carey moment, so I mean, we can't really put that on Canelo.
Yeah, but you're talking about something from 4 or 5 years ago.
Well, I'm just saying he tried to fight your boy, man. That's what I'm saying. That's my point.
He hasn't done anything at 168. Why is Canelo trying to give him not 1 but 2 title shots? Because remember, Canelo also tried to fight Jamal
in September of 2023. But then Canelo fighting the little Charlo.
That was because he pulled out. I mean, that's part of the deal that was made without Heyman. Now, I mean, I'm not too sure about the agreements that they had and who picked the opponents, but I mean, that was basically what was on the deal. And then the thing was, is Benavidez did get offered. Benavidez did get offered with Eddie Hearn because Benavidez was already done with the street fight deal with PBC. Eddie Hearn was trying to make that fight, but they wanted to go into talk about the broadcasting rights, and so the fight didn't get made. I mean, you can't really put that on Canelo.
They always want to blame Canelo. At the end of the day, David Benavidez had a long time ago to solidify himself, and that when Canelo came up, he had no choice but to fight this beast for him to unify. That went out the window, and now that everything's he's the face of boxing, now all of a sudden it's Canelo's fault. It's Canelo's fault. Oh, why is Canelo doing it? It ain't Canelo's fault, bro. Your man destroyed his legacy. He destroyed his legacy. He got one right now that he could be 175. You know what I'm saying? Think ahead. Forget about him now.
Damn, man, that mic is fucked up, bro.
Yeah, you want to try to come out and come back in real quick and see if that helps?
Yeah, all right.
All right, thanks, Sleepy. I'll drop the mic again.
We'll see you tomorrow, man. That guy talking microphone sound like he talking to a damn can with the string.
B. Rosa said, "Why y'all make Ashy rage quit? Poor guy." And Noah says, "Nuke, what up, Nuke in the panel? What do y'all think the order should be for Canelo's turkey deal? It looks like these are going to be the last four of his career." Canelo said he's going to fight until he's about 38, so I don't think these are going to be the last four. And honestly, if Canelo, all of these fights seem very reasonable for Canelo. I mean, me personally, what do you guys think?
I like it.
I like all of them. I love the Bivol rematch. The Crawford fight needs to happen because Crawford wants it, so he'll just get battered.
The only one that doesn't make sense to me. The only one that doesn't make sense to me is the one they're saying for number one, which is potentially Charlo. It just, to me, it doesn't make sense, boys. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But he's been inactive for how long? He's got like personal fucking problems. It just doesn't make sense.
Ain't he fighting on the tank undercard?
So Charlo's not lined up. I think you're talking about Jamel.
Oh, is it Jamel fighting on?
Yeah. So Jamal's been talked about. They talking about Bruno Ceres. I don't think Ceres deserves a May fight. I'd rather see I mean, if I'm going to watch a May fight, I'd rather watch because I think Jamal will beat Ceres right now. I think one fight against Munguia didn't mean shit to me. Personally.
I mean, wasn't there supposed to be a rematch with Munguia and Bruno Sarachi?
Yes. But now that he's in the running for Canelo, they never came to an agreement. So he's going to wait and see if he can get that Canelo fight. And if he don't land it, then he's going to make that rematch with Munguia.
I mean, the ones I don't like is the Bruno Sarachi, and I don't know about no Chris Eubanks, bro. I'm not really feeling those.
No, those fights can't happen for me. So I'm hopeful that those fights don't happen. They also still talking about William Sculla's potential. I know it wasn't listed on the thing with the ring, but William Sculla has been vocal saying that they're still in contact, and there's still a possibility that Canelo can pick him for his May date. I think it'll make sense because he'd get that belt back. It'll be and Skull is not only a title fight for Canelo, but he has the boxing style Crawford's going to kind of come in with, where Crawford's going to be moving and try to be slick and get out of the way of shots and not let Canelo sit down on his shots. That's going to be the type of style that William Skull's going to adapt or adopt for that fight with Canelo. So really, it would kind of prepare you for a Crawford fight in that sense. It makes more sense for him to fight William Skull. I mean, what do you think about that, Clavo Preem? You were saying that, yeah, you agree with that?
100%. I'll be telling y'all, he needs to fight him first. I know people are like, but he needs to fight him first. I'm not saying Canelo needs a tune-up.
It's a good fight.
Listen, but he could use a slick fighter like that to prepare himself for like Crawford. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That's all I'm saying. That he should beat him and whoop his ass and take the belt. That's it. Point blank.
I mean, I thought that was going to be the road. I mean, I thought it was going to be for two-time undisputed, and then hit up Crawford. Now, the only thing I'm tripping on, bro, is first Canelo cherry picking Crawford. Oh, now he ducking Crawford, and now we're back to he cherry picking Crawford again, bro. He can't win.
I think that's the sad thing about all this, Clavo. Like, everything you do, somebody's going to shit on you, and it don't make any sense for no fucking reason.
Yeah. It's not a cherry
playing
pick,
checkers.
Man.
Truth.
And
Bro,
and, and
all I know is I don't see this much attention when somebody signs a motherfucking deal, bro. This right here is fucking mind blowing, bro. He fucking signs a deal and it's all over the motherfucking place, bro.
and the good thing is, if you heard what Turkey said, he said, "I'm hoping that I can convince Canelo to fight the Benavidez fight." It's very easy to convince Canelo. He just needs the bag, and the
So
guy with the bag
Listen,
is Turkey.
this is how it's gonna work out. He's gonna walk in there with the sheiks. He's gonna sit down. Canelo, what is it that I need to convince you with to fight Benavidez? Give me about 150
200.
to 200 million dollars. Okay, you got it. Okay, the fight is on then. That's it. Point
Boom.
blank.
Clavo, do you see that fight happening? First of all, I'm gonna ask everybody on the panel: do you see the Canelo Benavidez fight happening because he's aligned with Turkey Al-Sheikh, and the fact that Turkey has finally mentioned the Canelo Benavidez fight as a fight that he's wanting to make? Do you guys see that happening at some point?
I do.
We want
I
it.
do, especially with Renuso with the trainer over there.
Eddie
Looking at
Reynoso?
his fight.
That's the
Yeah.
thing. Reynoso was at the David fight.
You never know. That was
So
like my man Mickey from Rocky. He was looking at Mr. T. You know what I'm saying? Getting ready.
I'm gonna say this,
Good
bro.
reference.
When it comes to Canelo, it's not like fighting. It's not like signing any other fighter. Any other fighter that's gonna be signed, you're gonna have to be set. You're gonna be set to fight these fighters. But I think the deal with Canelo and Turkey, basically, I can still maneuver on who I want to fight. These fighters here, that's why there's 2 options and 3 options for other dates because it can be negotiated with a whole nother fighter. That's what makes it interesting, bro. And that's what also kind of it's keeping us on our toes, bro, like in suspense on what the fuck is gonna happen. So that's the thing. It's not the same thing signing a Canelo with signing other people because he still got the leeway to make other fights happen. So yeah, do I think the Benavidez fight could happen? It's a very good possibility that the Turkey Al-Sheikh is talking about it, so he might push for it. Apparently, he's been good at pushing fights. He pushed the Tyson Fury and Usyk. He pushed the Bivol Beterbiev. So yeah, just like he pushed those, he can push this one too, man. So yeah, let's see what happens.
Clavo, did he push the Terrence Crawford Canelo fight? He was successful with that.
That's what he go and see what happens, bro. I think basically fucking Canelo was negotiating with both. He's basically trying to see who get the better offer, bro. That's a businessman right there. So I'm pretty sure Jake Paul's in hell right now, burning because hey, he ain't going that way. He wants to fight real fighters, bro. So yeah, get the fuck out of here with that.
I love that he used him because fuck Jake Paul.
Damn, bro, that's crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, I agree, man. And I think I'm excited for this deal. I think the 4th fight is going to be Benavidez unless something crazy happens. And because a lot of people keep talking about Canelo Benavidez, who's to say Benavidez, even if let's say, since everybody likes to talk about if Benavidez doesn't get the undisputed fight yet, he fights a contender, or if he fights undisputed next and he loses, he's not getting the Canelo fight.
He's not.
Right.
We need to stop
Right.
talking
If he
about
loses,
Benavidez like
it's
he's
over.
guaranteed to win all these fights. I mean, am I tripping, Edgar? Is he guaranteed to whoop everybody's ass at 75?
No.
Hell no. And he's not even guaranteeing us that he's gonna fucking force the mandatory. So I mean, yes, I mean we all hope that hopefully it is the 4th fight, but David has to take care of business too to make it the 4th fight. He still has to take care of business to make it the 4th fight. The only weird thing I see or that I thought when I saw the press release from Turkey is why Canelo wouldn't fight in May and September, which were his dates originally. I don't understand that part.
Was that because it's the Riyadh season, Clavo, or what is it?
I would say yeah, because he's putting all them stipulations on. I'm a Vegas fighter, PBC. It's the same fucking what you call the side of the street, just like Spence with the Crawford. That's why that fight took mostly 5 years to make. It's the same shit all over again. Way it's the PBC way, unfortunately, or as Hickett says, the Mayweather way.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Mayweather way.
Him and his father. I want to see David in the ring after that Bivol fight. Don't know about anyone else.
Hopefully.
I feel like there's a reason why he didn't take it back then when he was offered it. Regardless. Y'all can say that. Y'all can sit here and say that Canelo was the best fight to chase, but regardless, Benavidez is the natural cruiserweight. He started at these heavier weights, so why not go? Why not go up? You're still young. Why not go ahead and go get better beef, come back to 168 and dominate that? Canelo went to 175 from 160, came back, did 168. He could have done the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Absolutely,
Fernando.
yes.
Fernando's going in on you, Hit. I don't know if you want to address him. He said Hit Kid looks like a baked potato. He put with no salt in the next one. So he's saying you look like a baked potato with no salt.
Wait. Look at the profile pic. I'm getting
Look
called
at his profile pic.
I'm getting called a bit potato by an Oompa Loompa.
Damn.
in a suit.
No,
In a suit, yeah.
in a suit on top of that.
God damn, bro.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, but let's see what the fuck happens, man, with this deal, bro. I mean, I can't wait to see who the opponent's gonna be. Jamal Charlo, no, I don't want it. Bruno Sarachi, no, I don't want it. Let Jaime get back with that. And the Terrence Crawford, I mean, like I said, I didn't care for it really much. The size difference, I mean, the weight difference is the thing for me. But it's kind of a mixed feeling things with that fight, bro, because it is the best with the best. It's just the weight classes separation, bro.
All right, let's keep talking boxing. What about Ryan Garcia? How that's gonna look like with Rolly?
Man,
that's a good prediction.
Come on, Ryan's gonna beat him. Ryan's gonna beat him. Come on. Yeah.
And what do you think about Haney?
Haney and Ramirez, Jose Ramirez.
Yep.
Ramirez is cooked.
I don't know. I mean, I'll give Ramirez a puncher's chance because Haney has no chin at all. So I'll give him that.
I don't know. Ramirez is kind of washed a little bit, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, look at Haney. Like he literally showed the world that he has no chin at all. So anyone that has any kind of pop is just literally gonna, take 1-2 to give him one and hopefully put him on his ass.
That's a good point. If for any reason Ramirez can get him, it could be over.
I got somebody in the background saying over here, I think Devin Haney has a pretty good chance after he took like 100 left hooks and still survived in April 20th.
Man, I mean, we just got to see if he can come back from that, bro. Because sometimes some fighters, once they get hit like that, hurt like that, when they come back, they ain't really the same, man. But I'm just tripping on Wild Sheik ain't trying to make the Ryan and the Haney, bro, because there's a backstory with that. I think that fight was so good now.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I buy it again.
Oh man,
That's a good fight. It's gonna be a good fight. This month, there's good fights coming up, man. Can't wait.
We can't wait. We getting back to it, man. I appreciate everybody jumping on today, man. We're gonna cut the live here, then, man. Anybody got any final thoughts before we get up out of here? We go to Edgar, Preem, Hit, and Clavo.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, like I said at the beginning, Nuke, don't believe anything unless it is confirmed by Canelo. He's the face of boxing, so until he confirms something, we can't just stipulate. And, hopefully he gives us four good fights, and if these are the last 4 and he gets 4 wins, then he can go fight fucking Bugs Bunny and Mickey Mouse after that. I don't care.
Nice.
That's real good. Ashy Knuckles, Biggie, Lover Boy, whoever the other name is. All them other guys, thank you for coming in the panel and getting roasted. Tighten up. Take it easy. Have a great day. Love y'all.
Yeah, man. Much love to everybody on the panel. Ashy Knuckles, I'll answer that question. If you wanna count the 140 belt he got from Barrios, and he's the 3 division champion, bro. That's it. And man, much love to everybody. IBFP, Edgar, Supreme, Hit Kid. Man, salute to y'all, family.
Salute, boy. Salute.
I was trying to help him. I kept going like this. 3. I kept
my final thought, the only thing I'll say is this, man. Ashley Knuckles, man, I appreciate you being a good champ on here. And I'd like to personally apologize if we hurt your feelings today. I know Hit and Clavo can be mean. These guys are like bullies to you, man, because they throw too many facts at you. And if I was you, I would be a little upset too. Obviously, he got triggered, and he was very emotional. And I never seen Ashley jump off the panel like that. He got quiet for like 10 minutes. Then he jumped off the panel.
He bodied himself. I mean, like, serious? He contradicted himself like 12 times.
He got cooked.
So I just hope, Clavo, please, Edgar, please, can y'all just pour one out for Ashley later today, man?
I promise I will. I promise I will.
Salute, fellas. Salute, fellas.
Good night,
and salute to Ashley.
Salute.
You have a good night.
Salute, my brother.
Peace.